Oh. The door's just open. Oh my god! Never didn't have it. Woo! The door was unlocked. Which means we could have just left the whole time, apparently. Oh my god. Time to hack the system. Take control. Oh fuck. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. This is my actual nightmare. Okay, I can hold backwards. Hmm? Nope, nope. Nope, nope. Game. Game. Okay, there we go. 1 HP in a dream, baby.
Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children.
Uh-huh.
Beloved spawn of my loins.
Blah!
Monroe and I are good friends. That's all.
What? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Cool. Alright. Hold on, I have to kick my cat out. 1 second. There we go. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Camera got hijacked by camera app, which is fine. I turned it off. Usually all I then have to do is deactivate and activate the camera in OBS, and it's good. Not today. Not today. Today, I had to unplug and plug it back in, and still had to restart OBS. So, you know, that's fun. It's cool. It's good. But it is what it is. Anyways, hi, hello, welcome, good evening. Hi, Max, how's it going? We are playing Rosewater tonight. We're gonna catch some fishies again. Why? Oh, good, an ad's gonna start again. Because I disconnected for like 20 seconds. It's gonna rerun an ad. Awesome. Well. Oh, there you go. Hi, camera. Yeah. Okay. Sigh. Yeah, I can't stop this ad, unfortunately. I mean, I could snooze it for like 15 minutes, but whatever. So we're just gonna start, because we're not missing out on any necessarily new content, because I have to do the fishing game again, and then not lose all our fish to a bear. That's the part we got to figure out. Oh.
There's like fish, right? Maybe if we give
This is where it autosaved.
after us.
Not a bad idea. It seems to be working. Come, keep moving away.
Take the fish with us.
That was close.
Wait, what?
Much closer than I would have liked.
At least we got away with our lot.
How dare you? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Well, I'm going to try screaming at it this time.
I'm gonna try scaring it.
Yeah, fuck you, bear.
Don't.
Get out of here!
Santa.
Yeah, that didn't work. All right. Very well. Then we'll go with the best possible option. See, it's good. This is all in an ad, so nobody who would be forced to watch ads will be seeing this. Also, I should just double check. This is logged in. Good. Should have caught more fish to begin with. I mean, yeah. That's the most obvious option.
There's like fish, right? Maybe if we give it some, it won't come after us.
Not a bad idea. It seems to be working.
Like, why don't we just take the bucket with us? I don't understand. He has fish.
That was close.
Much closer than I would have liked.
At least we got away with our lives. And some of
Oh, okay. Never
I
mind.
think that after
We did take the bucket.
this fish will be the best tasting meal we have ever had.
Let's go back to camp.
Now that was some good eating. So, I've been meaning to ask, what's everybody planning on doing with their share of Clark's stash?
I can't wait for us to not get
Jake,
any of that.
Is that something we should really be talking about?
Look, I ain't deaf. I've known about your little treasure hunt for a while. Far as I'm concerned, that's your business, and I want no part of it. You paid me to get you to El Presidio, and that's what I'm doing.
All right. All right.
Miss Johnson's been a valuable member of this group. I think we should cut her in.
You're kind, Legere, but I ain't interested. I was
Alright.
trying to earn an
Hey, I tried.
and that's what I intend to do.
Anyhow, the question stands.
I think I'd like to buy a new pair of six-shooters. Maybe a horse. It'd be nice to travel the countryside, too.
Have we not been doing that?
Well, sure, but I meant for pleasure. What about you, Phil?
My share will go to the revolution, of course.
Of course.
Full coffers, we will more readily find willing allies.
That's good of you, Phil. I think I'd like to open my own clinic.
Dr. Redbird, eh?
Well, no, I can't practice as a doctor without a medical license. But I could continue as an herbalist, or maybe a midwife.
So get your
No, Holly, she was not. Also, hi, Holly.
worth 10 of those frontier quacks out there.
Okay, hold on, pause that. No, she was not embezzling the money. She was basically squirreling money away for, like an emergency fund. Actually, two emergency funds. One for the general theater, and the other for emergency payroll. So in case things went south, she could afford to continue paying everyone while they figured it out.
They're all practicing with some scrap of parchment they paid some fancy school for. You could just write in for one. You'd never have to attend a class or show your face.
Also, hold on a second. There's a problem here that needs fixing. This code is not very good. I need to do better. Because it's supposed to auto shout you out. Ollie, and it ain't. And I don't know why. Because it does it for some folk. And not for others. That should be right. Well, just because I can. Let's see what to do. Yeah. There we go.
Perhaps that's something to
It's
consider.
supposed to do that automatically.
You sure you aren't interested in joining us, Miss Johnson? The extra money could let you stay in one place for a while.
An interesting thought. But I don't mind moving around, at least until I find something worth staying put for.
What about you?
Fair enough. Ooh. So cozy. It's been a really interesting game. I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting it to be more high energy, more action. But it's actually been a really interesting experience of like right now we're on a road trip and it's just a bunch of small like little micro puzzle story things that we're kind of solving. But like it's more or less allowed us to create facets around these characters. And it's just been really cool, like character exploration, friendship kind of thing. I don't know what's gonna happen when the road trip's done because we're still trying to get this dude's money or whatever. But no, it's been really interesting. It's been a lot more low key than I expected, I guess, is the overall kind of thing. But that's not been a bad thing. I want to keep rating stories.
I see no reason to quit what I've started doing. I'll rent a room someplace and keep writing.
Back in Rosewater?
Maybe. Maybe someplace else. We'll have to see what El Presidio's like. And you, Jake?
Oh, you know, I haven't really thought about it.
But you asked the question.
Sure, but 'cause I was curious about you folks. Truth be told, I ain't much of a hurry for this trip to end.
Well, that's awful sweet.
He's got friends.
Will ya? All right, folks, I'm turning in.
Still extremely hungover from yesterday. Like, this is the second kind of campfire we've had where, like, I can just go around the circle and I can just talk to everyone.
You and Lisa Lou getting along so well.
She's a great pup. Suddenly the road feels a little less lonely. Ain't that right, girl?
Pork, pork, pork. Pet. We can pet the dog.
Who's a good pup?
Fantastic.
You okay, Nadine? You seem lost in thought.
Oh, I was just contemplating what Miss Johnson said about getting a license. I never really thought about it before. On one hand, it's exciting to think about all the possibilities, but it's also just as terrifying to consider the unknown.
Oh, that's just anxiety. You learn to live with that.
It's not an easy decision, but it's one you need to make for yourself.
I'll give it some more thought. It seems I'm sleepier than I thought. I should get to bed.
Fair enough. Get some rest.
Good night, Harley. Please excuse me. I'll see you all in the morning.
Doing all right, Danny?
I think so, yeah. I'm feeling pretty tired. I think I'll hit the hay.
All right. Well, bye.
She's not much of a... How are you feeling, Phil?
Oh, well, I have had much to think about of late. The incident with Hernandez has left me uneasy. Perhaps I was too rash in dealing with him. At that moment, I felt sparing him was the right thing to do, but was it? And what of the revolution? Or the mystery of the fort's Aurum shipments? I have yet to hear from Lieutenant General de la Vega regarding either. So many questions and so few answers.
Sounds like you really do have a lot on your mind.
Indeed. Would you like to join me in a toast to the fallen?
Nah.
I'll pass on the drink, but I'll join you in saluting their memory.
A curious custom you follow. But All right. A los caídos. Salud.
Jeez, that's a hell of a pull, my man.
I have been meaning to ask. More than once now, you have refused to imbibe during a toast.
I was wondering
Where
about
I am
this.
from, this could be considered anything from a social misstep to a downright insult. Why do you do this?
I was wondering if
Is a
this was actually going to
common
come up.
thing among Vespuccians?
Not so common, no. It's just how I am, I suppose.
Fascinating. What a refreshing...
Like, it always gives you the option to
perspective.
participate or not participate,
always a
and
pleasure
it's
to
interesting
raise
that
a glass
somebody in the group has clocked
Whether
it.
there is anything in it or not.
That's illegal.
I believe
Poke it
I will
all.
retire for the evening. Buenas noches.
It's just an interesting narrative choice. Then you can just choose not to, but then like someone actually clocks and
Looks
be
like
like,
you and I are the last ones standing for a change.
how come you don't do that?
Imagine that. You going to bed?
Guess so. You?
Not just yet. Time to get in my nightly walk.
All right. Enjoy yourself. See you in the morning.
Good night, Leger.
Awesome.
Come
Hi,
on,
Pokedol.
girl.
I hope you don't meet the bear. Oh, she's going to be missing, isn't she?
Morning. We ready to head out?
We should be once Lola returns. She said she was going to go scout down the road a ways.
Oh, okay.
That was a while ago. Maybe we should go check on her.
I'll go look for her.
You sure?
Yeah. Be back in no time. The breakfast fire's still going.
Oh.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Just some damn vandals making trouble.
Damned vandals. Sorry, no one left me to go do dumb work stuff, so I'm keeping myself entertained watching my friends on Twitch. Well, thank you so much for spending some time here with me.
Vandals? I don't follow.
Just have a look.
Oh,
Somebody
hello, like no one ever was.
This traveler's shrine.
What's a traveler's shrine?
A custom of the road.
It's a shrine
Folks
for
set 'em up
travelers.
For lots of reasons. Some think they bring luck. Others use them to pray to St. Christopher. Sometimes they have gifts or supplies you can use, provided you leave something for the next traveler.
We can't just leave the shrine like this. Can we fix it?
Yes, I think we can. Whoever did this probably just scattered everything around. We can search the area for what's missing.
What exactly are we looking for?
Well, the icon of St. Christopher, for one.
Mm-hmm.
See all that writing on the boulder next to the shrine? There was probably something people used to make those marks, but that's also gone. And the offering box is empty, so we should put something in before we go.
All right, let's get to work.
All right.
Someone left some oranges, but they've gone moldy. Looks like this is where the That must be where the supplies go. A makeshift alcove.
Okay.
It's covered in writing. Mostly place names, but a few messages here and there. What's all this writing mean?
Folk usually write the name of their destination on a nearby surface.
Hey,
What
is St. Christopher the saint of?
travelers, I guess. Also looks out for athletes and people with toothaches.
Yep.
Next time I'm on my way to get a tooth pulled after a rough boxing match, I'll keep him in mind. What sort of things do people usually leave as offerings?
Some useful supplies to help the next traveler in need. Ideally, something that won't attract animals, so not food. I'd suggest drinking water or candles or something along those lines.
We haven't had much chance to speak one-on-one. I'd like to know something about you.
This ain't the time to swap personal anecdotes. Let's focus on what we're doing first. Then maybe we'll chat.
All right.
I agree.
Okay, let's head up this way.
Nice little pond.
Just a nice little pond. Happy little
Keep a
trees.
distance. That's poison ivy.
Okay.
Hey,
What? I agree.
All right. Nothing that way.
There's a big hole in that tree.
Fun fact, not all people are, that's true. Some people have a natural immunity to poison ivy.
What's this? Looks like I found St. Christopher.
Good.
What
Poison
happened?
ivy is not an ivy? No, I believe it's a bush.
Will have no regard.
Interesting looking mushrooms.
Very interesting. Especially if you want to poison somebody.
It's a cashew. Huh.
This bottle's still intact.
So we can use that for the water.
The tree's covered in moss. A pile of dead leaves. Hey, a piece of chalk. What do you suppose felled this log?
Probably a storm. No claw or teeth marks.
Definitely allergic to poison ivy. You're allergic to grass? Yeah, me too. I'm allergic to anything
Inside
that
the
does any
dead
kind of
leaves and
pollination.
Insects. Yuck. What's that?
Probably a squirrel or chipmunk.
Okay. Let's see. Do.
Hope you ain't thinking of drinking that.
Something wrong?
That water's stagnant. Unless you want to be running out both ends, you better boil it first.
Yes, ma'am. Don't burn poison ivy? Yeah, no.
Back to camp.
All right.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Okay.
This shouldn't take long.
Actually, one of the fun things, like with most plants, one of the
Nice
kind of
and
safety things is if you cut the plant and the stuff that comes out of it is opaque. So, like, if the sap that comes out of it isn't clear, don't burn it.
There you are, St. Christopher. Nope. There. Now the next thirsty traveler can have some clean drinking water.
Clean is a loose term.
Right? I think that's everything.
Not quite.
You're going to write something?
Yep.
Wherever.
What do you mean by wherever?
Simple. I'm asking for safe passage to wherever I end up.
That feels like a loophole.
Damned if I know. Right now, the only way I'm going is forward. We all got our paths in this life. I'm just trying to forge mine.
I know what you mean. I've never stayed in one place too long either.
That so?
I'd only been in Rosewater a day before we started this trip. Before that, I lived in Pierre a few years after moving from Rampton. But I grew up in New Britannia.
Lamplight City? So you're one of them tough gals, huh?
Well, there was a time I boxed under the name Spitfire Harley.
No kidding. Guess that explains a few things. We should head back to camp and get
Are we friends now?
Sun's already higher than I'd like.
Did we just become friends?
Johnson.
Call me Lola.
We did become best friends. We did it. All we had to do was demonstrate a capacity for intelligence and stick-to-itiveness.
Hey, Dan.
And not bug her too much.
Sure.
Been quite a journey so far, don't you think?
I'll say. Jake and I travel around a lot, but it's never as eventful as this.
Think Miss Atomi's show will be a success?
I sure hope so. It still needed some work, but I think we helped out a lot.
You're twitching.
Harley?
What were the odds we'd run into one of your former soldiers?
It was quite a coincidence. I hope Hernandez does not squander the second chance he has been given.
We'll talk more.
Man, you really regret not putting a bullet in that man's
We're
face.
slowing down.
Oh, good. I was thinking we were about due for a stop.
I could use a walk.
Me too. Let's go have a look around.
We're not far from Hellfire Pass. The road gets mighty bumpy, so I thought we'd take a rest here.
Appreciated, Miss Johnson.
I'm going for a wash in that river, just down that way, in case any of you feel so inclined. Lord knows we could all use it.
That sounds like an excellent idea. I think I'll join you. I mean, I'll go too. After you.
Uh-huh. Come on.
How about you boys?
That was as awkward as it could be.
Privacy.
Well, I'm going for a walk.
It's
See
the
you
skinny.
later.
Yeah, it's time for the beach episode. Or the hot springs episode. What's the word for that? Onsen. It's time for the onsen episode.
Good day to you, sir.
Hello there, young
Holy shit, look at your eyes, man.
Indeed, Mr.
Have you ever blinked?
Treadway, Rupert Treadway.
I'm Harley Legere.
Absolutely delighted to make your acquaintance, Miss Legere.
Like, look at his eyes. I know it's only like 4 pixels, but like, whew. He's on that miracle elixir, yeah.
Is that contraption some sort of camera?
Goodness, what perspicacity. It is indeed, my dear, but no ordinary.
Perspicacity? I got beaten up as a child. Other children.
What now?
It's a portmanteau, you see, of rapid and photograph.
Pretty sure Rapidgraph is just a Pokemon.
Final. The point is, my camera can capture images instantaneously without the need to hold a pose. I'm then able to combine these instant images to create moving pictures.
Moving pictures? I've heard some whoppers in my day, but
I assure you, it's true. Allow me to demonstrate.
What the fuck? Yeah, how the fuck?
how in the ether did you pull that off?
I'm glad you asked. I take a sequence of individual images and quickly cycle through them to create the appearance of movement.
It's so smooth and lifelike.
Quite. Not since the Renaissance maestros discovered the vanishing point has there been such a revolution in the science of...
I know I'm chuckling, but like, honestly, listen, we've all had the conversations of look how good these graphics are throughout the years of video games. Let's not go throwing stones in our glass house, okay?
Just what is it you're photographing here?
Anything I can. This forest has offered prime specimens for my study of animal locomotion. I've done some preliminary work with human subjects. Unfortunately, I've not been able to procure many volunteers.
If you need a human subject, I'd be willing to assist, provided there was some financial compensation.
I appreciate the offer, but you are not the sort of subject I'm looking for.
Why not?
As I am primarily interested in the movement of the body, the joints and muscles.
Don't make it weird, man.
Require my subjects to pose in the nude. Thus far, I've employed paid ladies. But recruiting male models has proven more difficult. It is not so easy to convince them that my intentions are academic, not erotic.
And are they? Academic.
Oh, of course. My work will benefit science.
He's trying to make the first porn.
Of the medical arts, inform the labors of visual artists. It will serve mankind. There is nothing prurient about it.
So if I found you some male models...
Then I would happily pay 5 crowns each.
Perfect.
Sounds like a deal. I'll see what I can do.
Gentlemen, strip down and do the helicopter spin. My man here needs to take some photos. I swear it's for science.
I don't suppose you'd let me borrow that booklet of yours.
I'm afraid not, Miss Legere. It's nothing personal. I just can't afford to let my prototypes fall into the wrong hands.
Pardon my asking, but you're not accustomed to being outdoors, are you?
Am I that obvious? What gave it away?
I've never met a frontiersman in a three-piece suit before.
Aha, yes, of course. Well, you're right. I come from El Presidio. Perhaps in future I should trade my...
My man hasn't slept in days.
Skin cap.
Out here in his socks for a second. No, yeah, no, he's in some shoes.
I just so happen
I don't know
to
what
be on
kind.
my way to El Presidio right now. Any advice for a first-time visitor?
But I get it. I do get it.
A wharf if you value your money or your life. Otherwise, it's a charming city. I'm sure you'll enjoy it very much.
So long, Mr. Treadway.
Au revoir, my dear.
Cool. Can I just have this?
Not while he can see me take it. A contraption with a small bell and a dial with numbers around it. Oh, one of those gyro whatsits. I haven't seen one in a while. Judging by the smell, these are full of chemicals. Lenses of various shapes and sizes.
All right. Gentlemen, get naked. We're gonna make $15.
Hey, Phil, how'd you like to make some easy money?
What are you talking about?
There's a fellow nearby needs some help. I'm trying to find him some volunteers.
To do what, exactly?
He's developed a new camera that takes ferrotypes in quick succession, capturing movement. He's looking for some models to help study human locomotion.
And he's offering payment?
That's right, 5 crowns per model.
What is the catch?
How'd you know there was one?
Because there is always a catch. So, what is it?
He wants his models to be nude.
Wait, you're joking, yes?
I'm not.
Vete a la chingada. You expect me to take my clothes off and be ferrotyped by some pinche pendejo you met in the woods?
Yes.
How do you know he's not some miscreant seeking additions to his personal erotica collection?
$5 is
If I thought
$5.
that was his angle, I'd never have asked.
I am sure you are a fine judge of character. But unless you have something to back up your impressions, I will remain right here.
Danny, I've got a favor to ask. There's a fellow just down the way who's looking for willing participants to help with his research.
And you want me to volunteer?
That's the idea.
What sort of research are we talking?
He's developing moving images.
Wow, really?
Yep, he's got a special camera and everything. Just needs models. Thing is, he wants them to be nude.
Why?
Something about accurately capturing the body's movement.
I see. I don't know.
Come on, Danny, what's the problem? You shy.
I just don't make a habit of...
He just don't want everyone to see his massive hog.
folk.
So, let me get this straight. Danny Luo, one of the best sharpshooters I've ever seen, helps knock over a government supply wagon, jumps into a river to save a kid's life, but balks at the idea of taking off his clothes? You're as brave as they come. That's one little science experiment.
Yeah, we're gonna just bully him into getting naked for $5.
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
That's the spirit. I'll inform Mr. Treadway. How'd you like to help a gentleman in need?
How do you mean?
I met a fellow just down the way who's doing some research involving ferrotypography.
Intriguing. Just what is this gent in need of?
He asked me to find him some models. He'd like to capture you in motion. Thing is, he needs you to do it in the nude. It sounds strange, but he's got his reasons.
I'm sure he does. So this feller wants some spicy pictures of old Gentleman Jake in his birthday suit. Is that it?
I mean, not exactly spicy.
Well,
You like Jake?
Go ahead and let him know it will be my pleasure.
Of course.
oh, okay then. Great.
Of course you are, Jake. Of course. Jake's just like, I will absolutely hang dong for this man. Why is he need? You know what? I don't even care. I don't even need the money. In fact, we didn't even tell him he was getting paid for it. So in fact, it wasn't even for the money. Any reason for him? Yeah, he's that guy who's just like, oh, I've had one drink, I'm so drunk. Rips all his clothes off.
Mr. Treadway?
Madam?
Just looking at how long is that hog covered on the Cyber Red Hot shirt? Oh yeah. Is there a full song for that? You know. So is this voyeur? Well, here's the thing, T3. It really depends on whether this guy is being legitimate or not. If he's actually doing this for academia, like he's for science, then no, it's not voyeur. If he's lying to us so that he can get the world's first animated, like, nudie flick, then yes. Is it though? If you're paying, yeah. Well, no, hold on. Is it voyeurism if they know you're there? I don't know. They all exist? Oh my god.
Say, what's that doohickey on your wagon? The one with the bell.
That? Oh, that's my timer.
How does it work?
You simply turn the dial to set how many seconds you wish to count down. When the time is elapsed, the bell rings.
Things just watching. Yeah, I don't know if you have to be hidden or not.
Hourglass.
So basically it comes down to his intent.
So long, Mr. Treadway.
Au revoir, my dear.
Okay, fuck with the clock so we can steal his thingy.
What? What's going on over there?
What, the juice?
Oh, it's the timer. Did you set it, Miss Leger?
No. Of course not.
Odd.
I'll just borrow this for a while.
Alright. Behold, the future of cinema.
Look at this.
Dios mío. Ah, fuck.
Impressive, isn't it?
God damn it.
What is this devilry?
Okay.
It's science.
So this is what your friend in the woods is doing?
Yeah, now imagine that, but with
Now
your
are you convinced?
your dick flapping about.
Not entirely, but at least it appears he's not just some nut.
No, but he will have a nut.
Industrious one. Very well. You may tell him I will pose for his pictures.
Good man. Mr. Treadway?
Madam?
Well, Mr. Treadway, I got you some models.
Wonderful. Bring them over and we'll get started.
Oh man, the tone. Ayo.
Yes, this is perfect.
Oh no.
Sticking around to watch?
You kidding? Wouldn't miss this for the world.
I cannot believe you talked me into this.
You're making a valuable contribution to the arts and science.
God, does he have to sound so gross about it?
Treadway, just say the word and we can get going.
All right, let's begin. Spectacular. Your performance exceeded all expectations.
I have to admit, I've never seen such flexibility.
I find it weird that she's just like absolutely gonna look at these three men nude.
Oh, yes, of course. Here you are.
Much obliged.
Thank you again.
Oh, convince everyone to pose for Mr.
Your
Treadway.
time in El Presidio.
You got concerned for a moment there? Yeah, I don't think Grunslav was gonna go rotoscoping 3 hogs in the wind. No, I'm sorry, my brain is just saying rotoscope that dick over and over. I had to get that out. Yeah, you don't even get to see the result. Nope. You just gotta trust it. Just gotta trust the process.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Thanks, Eno.
How have you been liking our journey so far? Nice change of scene for you?
I feel as though I've seen and done more in the past few days than I have in my whole life.
Rotoscope
Hey,
that dick seems like a really specific
Harley?
t-shirt.
Hell of a trip this has been so far. Huh, Jake?
Sure has. Ought to give you plenty to write about, huh?
In your professional opinion, do you think Miss Hitomi's show
Or
has what it
snapback hat? Yeah.
Oh, sure. We really dazzled it up for him. If it ain't a hit.
3 rotoscope 3 rotoscoped hog moon.
I must say, seeing you model for Mr. Treadway was quite the diversion.
I can't say it was something I expected to occur on this journey. Sure hope a little celebrity endorsement benefits his research.
Every day is rotoscope day with 3 hogs like this, right?
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
Leger, get up here, would you?
Yes, ma'am. Is it Hellfire Pastime?
What's the matter?
Bridge is out. We'll need to take the detour north through the mountains. Hey, you there. What happened to the bridge?
Just fell down the other day. Damn, heard a big boom, and next thing I know, no bridge. You know, if I was you, I'd just turn right back around.
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with the detour?
That road's haunted or cursed or something. Nobody who goes that way ever comes back.
You can't be serious.
That's what the last person who came through here said. And wouldn't you know it, I ain't seen him since.
That's because they get to where they're going and then just don't come back.
The bridge mysteriously collapses and you just happen to come along and warn people about a haunted road? Seems to me you know more than you're letting on.
Oh, I'm just trying to be helpful.
Look.
I just stand at the front of the bridge all day, warning people.
Made it where they were going. Now, if everyone who went that way did come back...
Also, I like how dangerous spelled with a J.
There was something wrong.
Huh, never thought of it that way.
If you'll excuse
And
us,
Danger.
wasted enough time.
What was that all about?
The bridge over the canyons collapsed, so we're taking a detour through the mountains.
Who was the old guy?
Just some nut. Tried to convince us the road was cursed.
You really do meet all kinds out here, huh?
We seem to be blessed in that regard.
Santa Maria.
What the hell was that?
Are you okay, Harley?
Yeah, I'm fine. Better go see
It's
what
just my
happened.
ass.
How bad is it?
Bad. One of the front wheels caught a big hole in the road.
Weren't you driving?
Axle's completely split. It's gonna take some time to fix. I suggest y'all find a good camping spot. We might be here a couple days.
Well, this is just fantastic.
A broken axle is fixable. We can deal with this.
Yes, and if we lose a day, we lose a day.
Hello.
Folks.
Hold it there. Who the hell...
Are you wearing a cape?
Hey, easy now. I mean you no harm. My name is Jerome Hawkins.
Hi, Lee.
Come from the settlement just up the mountain. I saw your predicament. Came down to see if we could lend a hand.
A settlement? Up on that mountain?
Yes, sirree. We don't see new faces often, so everybody will be dying to meet you.
I can repair the axle. I just need time.
Cannibals?
We'll send somebody down to see to your wagon. In the meantime, I invite you to come up and be our guest for supper. We got a safe and comfortable place to rest tonight.
Much appreciated, Mr. Hawkins.
Wonderful. Follow me then.
Almost certainly cannibals.
Greetings, friends.
Oh no, it's worse than cannibals. It's Christians.
Tolerable well otherwise.
I can only imagine. Brother Jerome said it looked like your wagon was in bad shape.
Nothing that can't be fixed.
Of course. But in the meantime, I invite you to stay with us here in New Bethel. I'm Joanna Taggart. On behalf of the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, I bid you welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Taggart.
Please, call me Sister Joanna.
Are you a religious sister then, Sister Joanna?
We are all
As opposed
brothers
to?
and sisters in God here, none placed above any other, although I do provide spiritual counsel to the community here. We can get further acquainted tonight. We're preparing a welcoming feast in your honor. You may wander freely as you please, but as this is a place of peace, we ask only that you relinquish any weapons you carry. Brother Jerome will store them safely for you. Sister Bridget, could you please show our guests around and get them settled?
Yes, Sister Johanna.
I look forward to seeing you all at the feast.
Yeah, this stinks.
Brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, may I introduce our honored guests. At this table, we have Miss Harley Legere and Mr. Jake.
Look at that miserable dude off on the left. We're
Mr.
kind of middle
Danny
to table
Mr.
left.
Phil Marquez.
Midsummer.
Sister Bridget, Miss Lola Johnson, and Miss Nadine Redbird. Please join me now in prayer. O Lord, we give thanks for sending these fine people here for safety in their time of need, and for this food prepared by loving hands. We give thanks to you for blessing New Bethel by raising it up on this mountain, above the troubles of the world below. For as we know from Psalms, the mountains will bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness. As we partake of this food, we pray for health and strength to carry on, and try to live as you would have us. This we ask in the name of God, our Heavenly Father. Amen.
For this food we prepared using the last group of people that just got here.
And celebrate the arrival.
Sorry, what was that? Don't worry about it. Hey, look, chili. Okay, hold on. Just observing to whom I can look and talk to.
He is really having a good time. The sun rising from behind a mountain must have some special meaning to these folks. He's popular tonight. Enjoying yourselves, boys?
This place is incredible. Jerome was just telling me.
It's Brother Jerome, if you don't mind.
Oh. Brother Jerome was just telling me all about the Rangers and what they do.
And what do you do?
I'd be happy to show you both in the morning. We can go on patrol.
Sounds great.
Sure. We'll see.
Hope you're having a good time, Sister Harley.
Okay.
Quite the welcome we've been given.
These are good people. Very generous.
We're very happy to have you.
The Hawkins family has offered to let me stay with them. And Sister Sue Ellen is going to show me the communal garden in the morning.
Yes, you should come have a look as well.
Maybe I will. Hey there.
Hello, Sister Harley. I'm Bridget Doran. I hope you're having a nice time.
I am. Thank you.
So where they got you staying?
Oh, she's with me and my son Patrick. We have an extra cot.
What about you?
I got the cabin up on the hill. Nice and private.
How'd you fucking score that? How'd you get the nice private cabin? I'm sleeping on a fucking cot. I see how it is.
Hope you're enjoying the feast, Miss Legere.
I am. Thank you.
Allow me to present my husband, Captain Perry Cloud Smith.
Good to meet you.
Likewise.
I am so delighted that God saw fit to bring us together. Already you and your friends have given us so much joy.
I was wondering.
You must have many questions, I'm certain. But tonight is for celebration. Questions and their answers. Wait until tomorrow.
I can talk to this person.
Hello. I don't believe we've been properly introduced.
Oh, of course. Please forgive me. I'm Eliza Taggart.
Taggart? You're related to Joanna?
Yes, she's my mother. I wonder, could you tell me something about your friend with the guitar? I find him rather intriguing.
Oh, aye.
Oh, Phil's great. Always willing to have fun.
Ah, I thought so. I appreciate your honesty. Now if you'll excuse me.
I'm gonna go back to ogling the first the first Spanish man I've ever seen.
What a feast we have had. What joyous celebration. Alas, the hour grows late, and we must retire. God bless you all. I shall see you all bright and early for our morning sermon.
Yeah, this is gonna break bad somehow. I don't know exactly how yet, but...
Legere, you in there? Get out here, now.
Yep, there we go. It has already escalated.
I hope we don't stick around here too long. A tin cup. Looks clean enough.
Legere.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Give me the cup.
Bridget. A handsome-looking man. Bridget standing with a man. Keeps the room warm. Winters here must get awful chilly, though. This must be Patrick's. It's full of all sorts of wooden toys.
All right, what's that?
What's going on?
We got a problem. I tried going down to see about fixing the wagon this morning, but the path's guarded.
Guarded? By who?
The boy, Patrick.
What's he have to guard against?
He just kept saying it was dangerous to go down alone. We gotta get down there somehow.
You want me to take care of him or something?
Do you want me to murder a child?
Come with me to the wagon. We need to get one of the others to cause a distraction.
Right. But who?
I'll leave that for you to decide. Let's get moving.
Okay. This feels like a weird escalation.
A kettle hanging over the communal fire. That thing's huge. Must be made from the ship's beams.
What ship?
Good morning, Joanna.
Oh, good morning, Sister Harley. I hope you slept well.
Well enough.
They're ransacking the car? Maybe, yeah.
A few questions.
Of course. Tell me what's on your mind.
Not to be rude, but why are you calling me Sister Harley? I thought that was just something between members of your community.
While you're here, you are a member. You're all children of God, after all.
Just how long have you folks been living up here anyway?
This is our 12th year in New Bethel, but the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn came together before that. I founded this community back in Bright Bay.
Oh, there's so much.
Know more about you.
Me? Well, I have been chosen to lead the community. It is a sacred responsibility. I see to it that every single person here is safe and well cared for.
Tell me about your husband.
I love him. What more is there to tell?
That's such a non-answer.
My dear daughter, her life has not been easy. I can only hope that New Bethel has brought her the peace and happiness she deserves.
Why hasn't her life been easy?
Our life in Bright Bay was turbulent. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate further.
I shan't.
I'm curious about
I'm a nosy bitch.
son.
Ah, yes, Sister Bridget. I pray for her and little brother Patrick every day. Losing Brother James was very hard on them both. But Brother Patrick will be a great ranger one day, and Sister Bridget has blossomed into a pillar of the community.
I want to know about the Hawkins family.
Brother Jerome is one of our best rangers, and Sister Sue Ellen is a gifted healer. I thank God every day for the blessings of their fellowship.
So how did you get from Bright Bay to this mountain?
It was God's will. When Eliza was a small child, he sent her a vision. She saw a distant shore, the sun rising over the hills and shining on the water of a new ocean. It was clearly a sign to journey west, to the coast.
Was it?
I chartered an airship for Las Virgenes, but God had other plans for us. Our ship suffered mechanical problems en route.
Ah, okay.
We were forced to make an emergency landing on this mountaintop. It was by the grace of God that we all reached the ground again safely. The ship
There's
had done
the
its duty
ship.
delivering us here.
Beams.
Would never
Okay.
fly again. So we
Hi, Chucky.
salvaged it and built our new homes from the wreckage.
So you just decided to stay here and not finish the journey?
But you see, we did reach the end. Eliza later told me she'd had another vision. This time she saw great cities on the shore belching smoke and noise, the ground cracking open and the hills spitting fire. The first vision had been a clue to go west, just not to the coast as we had thought.
How convenient.
Home was east of the sea, where the sun rose over the mountaintop.
When did Eliza have this second vision?
Midway through the voyage. She was on her way to tell me when the airship malfunctioned. It couldn't be clearer that this was God's plan for us all along.
Any updates on the wagon repairs?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. Eliza has been tasked with handling that. But don't worry. However long it takes, you're always welcome here.
Why is Patrick guarding the mountain path?
A ranger, or ranger in training, is always posted there. This is to prevent anyone from going down into the valley alone. It's quite dangerous down there, as you well know.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Must be their flag. Looks homespun. An old ship's bell, probably used for getting everyone's attention.
If you're showing Brother Denny the ropes today, I'll take morning patrol.
You be careful out there.
I always am, brother. Ah, good morning, Sister Harley. So nice to see you up. We missed you at this morning's sermon.
Any idea when our wagon will be repaired?
Ah, straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're eager to get back on the road, but I urge you to take some time and appreciate the little respites God gives us. May I share a story with you?
I would really rather you answer my question.
Go on.
When I was a girl, I lived with my parents in Bright Bay. My life, though happy enough, seemed to me quite dull. I dreamed of something more exciting. Unfortunately, my wish came true. One day, while my parents were away on business, the police raided the home of the woman who was caring for me. She ran, and I was taken into custody. The police failed to locate my parents and sent me to an orphanage. Then I was off to a workhouse. Those long days of toil, the beatings, the meager food, the nightly chorus of children sobbing themselves to sleep. I longed for the quiet, ordinary life I had taken for granted.
I'm so sorry. But you found your parents again?
Eventually, after more than a year in the workhouse. Once I was back home, I did nothing but thank God for the respite he had given me. So you see, it's important to take advantage of the calmer moments, the ones you may consider dull. You never know quite how much you value them until they're gone. If you'll excuse me, I need to start my patrol. But please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to some tea. And don't worry about
Cool
it.
trauma jumping.
Today is the Sabbath, but I'll put my best rangers to the task first thing tomorrow. Speak to you soon, Sister Harley.
Exit stage left.
Hey,
I'm not going to drink the tea, Max. Are you crazy?
How are you finding New Bethel?
It's impressive how the community has overcome a bad situation and grown from it. They all take care of each other. Everybody's been so kind. I already feel like I belong here.
We haven't even been here a full day yet.
I know. That's the most amazing part.
Sorry about your guns. Must be weird to be without them.
Oh, not so much. This isn't like last time. I know where they are, and Jerome told me I could get them if I really needed to. Not that I will, of course.
See you, Danny.
Bye for now.
Hi, Brother Jerome.
Yeah, this is quietly discomforting, is the term for it. Like, I know shit's gonna break bad here, and actually, how interesting would it be, narratively, for nothing to break bad? And to just make us the players who have, you know, the entire zeitgeist of horror stories to pull from, to be weirded out this whole way through, and then at the end they're just like, oh yeah, we fixed your thing, off you go, bye. Thanks for stopping by. And like, it's totally fine. The twist of there not being a twist.
Well, we hunt and provide for the community. Anything that requires leaving the safety of the
Yeah, exactly.
My most important.
It's just like, oh man, we were the assholes.
That means patrolling the woods and making sure nobody goes out alone.
So you're New Bethel's lawman?
Not quite. We don't enforce the rules. That falls to Sister Joanna. We're more like New Bethel's guardian shepherds. In our case, that includes guarding against actual wolves.
Okay. History of games on this channel. Hold on. The history of games on this channel, I expect it's not to not just break bad, but the main character has it particularly bad. Yeah, we'll see.
I want to know about you and your wife.
We're just trying to get by like everybody else here. Sue Ellen's a great healer. Keeps everybody fit and healthy. I do my part as a ranger. We came to New Bethel later, but nobody bothered.
For the record, this is the voice actor who does Lee from The Walking Dead Telltale series.
Our brothers and sisters from the airship.
I know he does voices in this game, and I can pick him out
You
now.
weren't part of the original voyage. When did you arrive?
Oh, around 10 years ago, we were one of the first new families. 6 other groups came after us. You folks are the first new faces we've seen in nearly 5 years.
Tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry.
Yeah, they survived a terrible disaster and built a thriving community up from the ashes. Doesn't get more admirable than that. Brother Perry is a good friend. Sisters Johanna and Eliza are more reserved.
I'd like to hear about the Doran family.
Now there's a couple of iron souls. Brother James taught me all I know about being a ranger. He was a good man. After his passing, it seemed only right that I should pass that knowledge on to his son. Sister Bridget don't much show it, but James's death hit her hard.
Yeah, Hobbsborough.
Good kid, smart and eager to learn. He'll make a fine ranger.
Appreciate your time.
It can't break that bad for us, only because we're not at the end of the game.
It's full of rainwater. Hey, kid.
Yeah?
And just what are you doing out here?
What's it look like? I'm guarding the path.
And why are you doing that?
Sister Joanna's orders. Nobody's allowed down the mountain without a ranger. You go down there by yourself, you're as good as dead.
Oh, please, I survived one bear attack.
There's heaps of wolves. They're big and fierce with pointy ears and huge fangs. They'll gobble you right up.
Where's T3? Where's T3?
I want to go down to our wagon.
Sorry, but you can't.
You just said I could if I was accompanied by a ranger.
The rangers are all busy today. Maybe tomorrow.
What about you?
Me? I'm not a full ranger yet. I'm still in training.
How do you like it here?
It's great. I get to live inside a big airship. You know how many secret places there are to play in?
No.
A lot. And I'm not telling you where, so don't get any ideas.
Okay.
I'd like to know about your mother.
I don't like seeing her so sad all the time. She doesn't want to let me see, but I know she really misses Dad. I mean, I do too. With all my big brothers and sisters, it's like having a bunch of moms and dads, so I don't get lonely.
Do you like Joanna and her family?
I sure do. Sister Joanna and Brother Perry are always real nice. And Sister Eliza's almost like my real big sister. Sometimes we play hide and seek. She's real good at it. One time it took me hours to find her.
What do you think of Jerome and Sue Ellen?
Brother Jerome's the greatest. He taught me everything I know about being a ranger. And Sister Sue Ellen's nice, but she doesn't talk to me much. Sometimes I catch her staring at me with this real sad look on her face.
I saw your toy chest in the cabin. Nice collection.
Those aren't even the best ones. The real good ones are in my hideout.
You've got a hideout?
Yup, but it's a secret. I go there when I want to be alone. It's where I keep my best stuff.
Does anyone else know about it?
Just Eliza, but she's real good at keeping secrets. Don't tell.
Keep up the good work, kid.
All right. All right. Oh yeah, Hunter, how you doing?
Amelia Grimes. Abraham Levinsky. Oliver Thackeray.
Just in time for the ads, oh no.
James Doran. Aaron O'Hanrahan.
I'm doing okay.
Lucy O'Hanrahan. Stephen Wood. Isabella Wood. Tiny crosses. One for baby Hawkins, another for Katrina, and the last for Zachariah. How sad. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Paying a visit?
I'm tending my husband's grave.
My condolences.
Losing James was hard, but the community gives me strength to carry on. I thank God for them. Not just for my sake, but for Patrick's as well.
I hope this isn't too forward, but what happened to your husband?
His leg was wounded in a hunting accident and it got infected. Sister Sue Ellen did her best to heal him, but it wasn't enough. We don't have much in the way of medicine here.
Again, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. He's with God now.
You hope.
Tell me about yourself and Patrick.
I'm raising my boy the best I can. I'm blessed to have the support of the whole community.
Ads are about to run.
Not the same without James. Patrick.
All right, we'll park it there. But yeah, ads are gonna run. So we're back in 3 minutes. So go to the washroom, get yourself a drink, a snack, scream into a pillow, stare into the middle difference. Stare into the middle difference and the middle distance, and we'll be back After the ads are done.
Excuse me.
That seems fine.
Your receptionist certainly is strange. That's my wife you're talking about. You're married to a hologram?
Come on, man. Get with the program.
A hologram when we wed. She died last year, but I decided to keep her.
Jesus Christ.
Doesn't the fact that she's dead distress you? No. She's a lot less trouble than when she was alive.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't know what... Oh, that's acceleration. Nope. Terrible start. The worst possible start. Okay. So you get little boosty pads. Got it. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, we go all the way around. That's fun. Whoa, fuck. I fucked up. I fucked up the tutorial. I mean, is anybody shocked? Tell me he's gonna have a German accent. Tell me the... Excuse me? My dude. I'm not a medical professional, but that seems like a bad thing. What a tableau I walked in on.
Excuse me. Don't make me jump like that. Sorry, didn't realize you were busy. Just practicing. I like to keep my hands hidden. What can I do for you?
Wait, what was that?
I need a Shrievman port.
Man, you're giving me a shitload of arrows. That's concerning. Oh boy. Hello, everyone. Oh, that one's... Huh. Shit. Okay. Oh, I see. Eat shit. Okay, well, okay.
I love you. I love you. You're my best friend. You scared the life out of me, pig.
Nah, I didn't like that. One bit. Alright, let's murder the pig.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pig, but I need your batteries.
You didn't like Mr. Pig a minute ago.
I love you. I love you. This will only hurt for a second.
You're my best friend.
Thank you, Pig, for donating your body to science.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
Susie's stuff
Jenny.
taken care of.
But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
I mean, I'm gonna do it, right? Alright, I'm back. Hi, hello, welcome.
Rick will follow in his father's footsteps and make a fine ranger someday.
I'd like to know about the Taggarts and Captain Perry.
Sister Johanna is an inspiring leader. You've met her, so you've seen her kindness and compassion firsthand. And Brother Perry,
I mean, I've
well,
seen her politeness.
see how devoted he is to Sister Johanna. He was just an outsider in the beginning, but they hit it off early on.
What can you tell me about the Hawkins family?
Brother Jerome and Sister Sue Ellen are good people. Brother Jerome has been kind enough to take Patrick under his wing and train him as a ranger. And dear Sister Sue Ellen, I only wish we were closer.
Patrick told me he has a secret hideout. Know where it is?
No. Sister Eliza assured me it was safe, so I didn't feel it was
I have
necessary
no
to pry.
bits,
It's good
and
for
you
Patrick to have a
must
place he can live
be.
at.
I'll leave you to your thoughts.
God go with you.
All right. Oh. This is the same as yesterday. Stinky socks or Tutti Frutti? What? Oh my god. Stinky socks. Goddamn. Holy moly.
Lola?
What is...
This place is really something.
Couldn't escape it twice, it's
It's
true.
something, all right. They're very hospitable, but everybody's too much in everybody else's business. Creeps me out.
Where's Lisa Lou?
Around here somewhere. She was raring to explore the woods around the cabin.
All right.
You've done a great job tending these plants.
Thank you. It's a collective effort.
Those apples look delicious.
They are.
Why are you growing an apple tree
Will make
up
us
here?
one of her delicious apple pies soon.
Like, that's wild.
Hello, Sue Ellen.
Hello, Harley.
Are you in charge of the garden? It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's everybody's garden.
Thank you.
But I spend more time here than most. I find tending the plants very soothing. Plus, I have my special plot of medicinal herbs.
You've got quite a collection. Some of these I've never even seen.
Be glad to tell you all about them sometime.
Could you tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry?
What can I say? Sister Joanna is our fearless leader. She keeps this place running, even if she can be severe sometimes. Eliza is a lot like her mama that way.
Severe?
Brother Perry is the friendliest of the bunch. He's always good for a chin wag. Sometimes I wonder how somebody like him ended up with Sister Joanna. Of course, that's really none of my business.
I'd like to know about you and Jerome.
I'm the
Great
healer
hand jobs,
and Jerome is a
I
ranger.
presume.
We do our part to make sure everyone is healthy and safe.
I spoke with Jerome and he told me you two came after the original Voyagers.
Yes, that's right. We don't much talk about that. Sister Joanna likes to say that everybody here has always been part of New Bethel, even if they didn't know it yet.
That's
Some
fucking
of our
culty.
brothers and sisters are still on their way to us, even now. We got here about 2 years after this whole thing started. Other families came after, but we were about the first newcomers.
What exactly were the circumstances that led to your arrival?
Jerome and I were coming down from Shivering Pines, heading for the coast in search of a new life.
Uh-huh.
Our wagon broke down on the road through the mountains.
Uh-huh.
Didn't take the canyon bridge?
Is there a bridge now? Wasn't one when we came through.
Normally, yes, but it recently collapsed. That's why we went through the pass.
Huh. Well, Brother James came and found us and brought us up the mountain. At first, we had every intention of keeping on, but we didn't have any real plans, and folks here were so welcoming. We never really made the decision to stay. We just never left.
What about the other families?
Same story, more or less.
Hmm.
Can you tell me about the Dorans?
Oh, well, they ain't had it easy. A few years back, James got a nasty gash in his leg while he was out hunting. The wound got infected. I did all I could, but he didn't make it. Poor Sister Bridget has been so strong through all of it. Brother Patrick's adjusted about as well as can be expected. I'm just thankful Jerome's been such a good mentor to him.
I'll let you get back to your garden.
Come enjoy it any time.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
What do you think of New Bethel?
This place, it's so welcoming. Everyone is from someplace different, but they've all come together into a whole. I could see myself being happy here. Perhaps I'll ask Sister Joanna if I might come back after we've completed our journey.
I've tried going down to check on the wagon, but I'm not allowed.
Why not?
Patrick said it's for our safety. Wolves in the forest or something.
These people have lived here a long time. I think we should listen to them.
I have the feeling something's not right here.
Why would you think that?
You heard what Sue Ellen said about the other families arriving here the same way we did. Doesn't that seem suspicious to you?
Yes, I suppose it does. I hate jumping to conclusions, though. If there really is something amiss, I want to be certain.
We should definitely have this conversation within clear earshot of this other
I
person.
look forward to it.
Oops.
SS Rowena. I remember hearing about this airship vanishing. That must have been a decade ago. Firewood and some branches for kindling. I've already got...
Okay.
Hello, Brother Perry.
Oh, you don't have to worry about all that brother-sister stuff with me. Feels strange only having just met. Be nice for someone to call me Captain Perry again.
Am I right to assume you were the captain of this airship?
Very astute, Miss Legere. Of course, it's been ages, but I still like the title. After all, I went down with my ship, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Do you miss captaining an airship? Sailing the open skies?
Every day. Please understand I'm quite happy here. But watching the sun rise over the same horizon for 12 years, let's just say I wouldn't mind getting a glimpse of another part of the world now and then.
How exactly did the airship go down?
Oh, I'd rather not dredge that up. Especially not with someone I barely know.
All right.
Can you tell me about the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn?
Fine folks, all of them. You'll get to know everybody yourself in time.
But I want to know your thoughts.
I'm not much for gossip, especially with folks I'm barely acquainted with.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
Thoughts on New Bethel?
Charming place, really. Nice folk.
I'm surprised. Wouldn't have figured you'd go in for all this biblical stuff.
I'm certainly not what you'd call a religious man myself, but I can respect their beliefs.
The mountain path's being guarded and I can't get down.
Why would you want to?
I want to make sure the wagon's being repaired.
Shoot, just ask Joanna. She said she'd take care of it.
Already did. She told me to ask Eliza.
Well, then go ask her.
Already did that too. She said nobody was working today because it's the Sabbath.
So we wait an extra day. El Presidio's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and neither are we. I think there's something strange going on here.
What do you figure?
I spoke to Jerome and Sue Ellen. They told me their wagon broke down just like ours. What's more, several other families who came after them experienced similar breakdowns.
So you think there's some sort of conspiracy?
It's happened too many times to be a coincidence.
I can't say I agree with you there, Harley. If it was intentional, and these folks were sabotaging wagons and trapping people, they'd have lots more captives, don't you think?
Maybe, but...
But nothing. We'll be on our way soon enough. Enjoy this little rest while it lasts.
That's all I know right now, but I'll tell you...
What are you doing out here?
Keeping the party going, chatting with Captain Perry, getting to know the place, same as you.
Talk to you later, Jake.
Take it easy, Harley.
Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not at all. I was just writing a song for Eliza.
Okay. Hi, what?
You two hit it off then?
Indeed. She is a remarkable woman.
What do you think of this place?
I admit I have not had much of a chance to explore. Eliza has kept me occupied.
Right. I should have realized.
Hang on. How occupied we talking here, buddy?
I'd like to hear more about Eliza.
Please, I do not kiss and tell.
I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to know if she told you anything about this place.
Ah, certainly. We had a very stimulating conversation after the party.
Nice.
This community was founded upon the ideals of independence and freedom. There is much to admire.
That boy Patrick is guarding the path down the mountain.
And? Why would you want to go?
To check on the wagon, for starters.
Jerome said he would take care of the repairs. More hands do not always make for faster work.
Listen to me, Phil. There's something off about this place.
How do you mean?
Sue Ellen told me we aren't the first people whose wagon broke down on the mountain road. In fact, she and Jerome wound up here much the same way we did, along with several other families.
It seems a stretch. You saw the condition of the road. I was not able to see any evidence of sabotage.
That's as much as I've learned so far.
Well...
How about a preview of your song?
Well, all right. I only have the chorus so far. Eliza, Eliza, brown hair and green eyes, your smile can light up the room. Eliza, Eliza, you make my heart rise. Your radiance chases the gloom. What do you think?
It needs some work.
Good start, but honestly, I think it could use some work.
I thought as much. Rhyming in English is not my strong suit. Thank you for your advice.
Has Patrick passed by here today?
No, I have not seen him.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
Try not to get into any trouble, eh?
Don't you fucking tell me what to do.
Eliza's nightstand.
Hey, what have you no—
Okay.
Listen, just because you smoosh booties.
This was clearly taken at least a decade ago. It's Joanna, Eliza, and some man I don't recognize.
Wait, hold on. Are those also the names from Alexander Hamilton? Eliza. What were the sisters' names?
These are mostly nursery books. Educational primers, moral fables, Bible stories, and the like. Guess Eliza hasn't had much opportunity for book shopping as an adult. Phil's shirt, jacket, and hat. Seems they came off rather quickly.
Nice.
It's full of curios, lots of crosses, and a nativity scene. The big man himself. A constant reminder that God is watching. A few Bibles and some other religious texts.
Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, so thank you.
There's a box on the wall with a small hexagonal hole in it. Odd.
Okay.
Lola?
What is it?
Something's just not right around here.
Yes, I've had the same feeling. But we ought to tread lightly. Stay alert.
Okay, what do we got here?
An old tin cup. Just a regular piece of fire.
Okay.
Keeps the room warm. This must be... Not... Bridget and...
You sure got a lot of junk.
All right. Yes, I keep it all in my trunk.
A piece of petrified wood.
Thank you, but
You're not allowed to accept gifts? What the hell?
It's full of rainwater.
You sure?
Okay.
Leftover tea from... The water's not hot enough.
Okay, hold on. I don't know why I'm making tea, but we're making tea.
A kettle hanging over the communal fire. Now to wait. One cup of hot water, all mine. I can't just dump tea leaves into hot water. I'll need a way to brew it. No need to heat. A strainer and teapot. Just need to add some tea leaves and hot water to brew a cup.
Okay, I guess I can make my own tea. Why am I making my own tea?
There. Now to let it steep for a few minutes. There, a nice hot cup of tea.
What do I do with this? I've made the hot tea hot. Now what do I do with it?
Tea, salon, hot.
No, thank you.
Taking a vow of poverty. Interesting. Does the kid like tea?
You sure go.
Appreciate it, but
Who the fuck wants tea?
Hey, Captain. How about a nice cup of tea?
Is it more of that nettle stuff?
No, this is from my own private store. It's from Ceylon.
No kidding. How'd you come by that?
We recently met a former whaler. He had souvenirs from around the world. He gave me a caddy as a memento, and it had some tea left in it. I thought you might appreciate a taste from another part of the world.
Ah, this is delicious. I don't know what to say, aside from thank you.
My pleasure.
Please join me.
Oh, okay, good. Now we've made friends with them. We can get the goss.
Drinker, but I'll gladly take the conversation.
I apologize for being so abrupt before. If you still have questions, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability.
All right, here we go.
Do you think we could talk a little about the airship crash now? I'd really like to understand more about the origins of this community.
Yes, that's understandable. Of course you're curious to know what kind of place you fetched up in. All right. 12 years ago, Johanna chartered my cargo ship to take her group from Bright Bay to Las Virgenes. But late one night, still half a day from our destination, the boiler failed. We started losing altitude. We were already crossing the mountains, and all around was rocky peaks and forest. No safe place to set down. I was forced to make an emergency landing, more a barely controlled crash, really, on the side of this mountain. And here we are still.
Wow.
The Rowena was wrecked beyond hope of repair. But somehow nobody was hurt or killed in the crash. A miracle, as Joanna reminds us if we ever forget.
Do you know what caused the failure?
Yes, I'm certain I do. But it doesn't matter.
What makes you say it doesn't matter what caused the crash?
It was a long time ago. So much has changed, and I've forgiven and forgotten. To tell the truth, that final voyage was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because of it,
Did somebody sabotage?
Joanna. I got to watch her blossom into a truly inspirational leader, and I found a new home. She's the captain of this ship now, doing a far better job of it than I ever could.
I imagine it wasn't easy for you to adjust to this life.
It took some getting used to, I admit, and not just for me. Many of the original passengers found it hard to live up here. They thought they were headed for a sunny coastal paradise, not a barren mountaintop surrounded by ferocious beasts. Joanna tried to keep morale up, but that didn't stop a group of dissenters from forming. They began challenging her, spreading rumors and confusion. And she had no choice but to discipline them.
How so?
How exactly did Joanna discipline the dissenters?
She had them stay in the cabin over yonder, isolated from the rest of the community and kept under guard. She wanted to give them time to cool down and reconsider, but I could see that wasn't going to happen. They had made up their minds to leave. Keeping them prisoner was only making things worse.
So what happened?
They escaped one night, under my watch.
You expect me to believe the dissenters escaped?
Joanna believed it, still does, despite the rumors and hearsay. That's all that matters.
Were you punished in any way?
I was under the silence for a week for failing to protect the dissenters from the dangers of the wilderness. Small price to pay for both the good of the community and those poor souls who left.
The silence? What's that?
A custom Joanna and Eliza came up with. You can't speak, and nobody is allowed to talk to you for however long your silence lasts. Bit of a funny punishment, but I can appreciate the idea behind it. After all, a captain needs to keep discipline among the crew.
Is there anything you'd be willing to share about the people of New Bethel? Who's who, their relationships, their history? There's so much I don't know.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. Go on, then.
What did you do before coming here?
I piloted this ship, the Rowena, before it became our home. Drifted from port to port, doing odd transport jobs. Never imagined I'd stay still for more than a month, let alone 12 years.
I know a little bit about what that's like. I never stayed put long either.
I wonder if that line changes depending on previous conversation.
Ways. Maybe it'll do the same for you.
Tell me about Joanna and Eliza.
I got to know Joanna on the voyage here. Over dinner in my quarters, she told me all about her thoughts and philosophies on life. It was fascinating to meet someone so passionate and high-spirited. After the crash, I got to know and respect her more. She emerged as the spiritual leader of New Bethel. We married a few years after. As for Eliza, she's always been utterly devoted to her mother. We get along, but I'm mindful about giving her space.
What can you tell me about Bridget and Patrick?
The boy seems happy here. I'm glad Jerome's seeing to his training. Bridget has more than readjusted to life here. She was originally one of the dissenters, you see. But she and her husband James returned that winter with their newborn son. Seems Bridget wasn't aware when they left that she was with child. Having a baby out there in the wilderness changed the calculation, I guess.
Interesting.
Know anything about Patrick's hideout?
No, but sometimes I see him running past here with his little toys and things. Guess that's where he goes off to play.
What's to know about Jerome and Sue Ellen?
Good people. They came to New Bethel a couple of years after the crash. I believe they met with trouble on the road, much as you did. And lucky thing for us, they stayed. They're both vital parts of this community.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
Can't think.
Okay.
Not now, Legere.
Hello again.
Hello,
I saw a portrait in Eliza's quarters of the two of you with a man. Who is he?
Oh, That's Eliza's father, Jonathan. I allow her to keep the portrait because she should remember him, but I would prefer not to.
Why not?
I'd rather not speak of it. It's too painful.
I've heard about something called the silence. What is that?
It is a method to discipline those who fall into error. When one undergoes the silence, they are prohibited from speaking with anyone except God. That way, they're encouraged to reflect on their actions and to seek His forgiveness. Once they've done so, they're welcomed back to the community as stronger, better people.
Eliza told me a story about her being sent to an orphanage.
Please, let's not speak of that. She clearly trusts you if she shared that with you, but that's deep in the past. It was a dark chapter in our lives.
Know anything about Patrick's hideout?
Youth is so fleeting. He will have to set aside childish things and assume the responsibilities of an adult member of this community soon enough.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Hi, Brother Jerome.
Sister Harley?
Has Patrick told you about his hideout?
Oh, he's mentioned it once or twice. Don't know where it is, but I know he keeps his little treasures there.
What does Patrick consider a treasure?
He loves his little wooden figures, that's for sure, especially animals.
Patrick's not letting me go down the mountain path.
Good. He's not supposed to.
Why not?
You need a ranger to go with you, and Patrick's still in training.
Couldn't you be my escort down the mountain?
Is there an emergency?
No, I just want to check on our wagon.
Don't worry about the wagon. It's in good hands. There's nothing else worth going down there for, believe me. Anyhow, today we're honoring the Sabbath.
Can you tell me what the silence is?
Nothing you gotta concern yourself with. Just keep on the straight and narrow and you'll be fine.
Appreciate your time.
Be well.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Harley.
Of course.
Yeah, can you step a little bit off to the right? You hate this place, Holly? Yeah,
This place isn't quite right.
I'm still waiting for it to break bad.
Sue Ellen told me about how she and Jerome got here.
Oh, sure. Jerome told me too. How the wagon broke down and all that.
Didn't strike you as familiar?
Sure, it sounded like what happened to us. Are you saying it's not a coincidence?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Come on, Harley. Really? Mountain roads are full of rocks and things. I'm not surprised the wagon would break down there.
That's all for right now. I'll let you know if I hear anything else.
Okay.
You're on mobile.
Come back now, Brother Jerome.
Are you in bed already, Holly? Enjoying yourself?
I have to find a way to get down the mountain. Patrick's blocking the way.
Why do you want to go down there?
To check on the wagon.
Oh, right. Jerome was talking about that earlier. I wouldn't worry about it.
See you, Danny.
Danny, you're useless. Okay, you're whittling. Can I get you to whittle a toy?
Hello, Harley.
Would you be so kind as to carve me something?
I'd be glad to. Just bring me something to carve.
Oh.
Well,
I look forward.
Okay. He likes animals.
This must be Patrick.
Oh no, I give you the stick. Okay, I understand. I thought you wanted a reference, but you wanted material. The whole structure's made of wood. Just lop a piece off.
Carve something for me?
What did you have in mind?
Ooh, an eagle or a wolf? Probably a wolf.
I'd like a wolf.
Very well. I'll have it ready in just a while. Here you are.
Beautiful work.
Okay. See if that works. You there, boy! Check out this sick wolf.
Here, I thought you might like something for your collection.
Oh, wow, a wolf! And look at those fangs! This is great! I'll be back in just a minute. Don't get any ideas about going down the path. I'll know if you do.
Better not try calling his bluff, but let's just see where he goes. He's going towards the cabin. Interesting. Looks like I found your secret hideout.
Hmm. All right.
Let's see what Patrick's got hidden back here. Interesting. A small crank handle.
All right. Let's crank that hole.
Open sesame. Rather cozy up here, and you can't beat the view.
All right. We should be able to observe that something's happening with our wagon.
Airship. Can't see a thing. I think it's missing a lens.
Oh, god damn it.
Patrick's collection of extra special figurines. A piece of petrified wood from...
Okay. Where the fuck do we got a lens?
It's full of curios.
Not now.
I've got nothing else. Can't think of... Eliza.
Hmm.
All right there?
Yep.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
It's full of what appears to be tea leaves. The...
Okay.
This must be... Keeps the... Bridget. This must be Jane.
Hmm. Gee and whiz, what do we have here? This is called Rosewater. It's a new point-and-click adventure game that has just come out from Grunslav Games, or I think he has a fancier name as well. It's the same developer that made Lamplight City, if that means anything. Oh, hi, Mossy. Yeah, no, it's been a very interesting game. It's not what I thought it was gonna be.
Excuse me?
Yes?
But like it's been very, very good.
Is it true that Patrick was born in the wilderness?
Who told you that?
The same person who told me about letting you and the other dissenters go.
I see. Yes, it's true. I was unaware of my condition when we left. Otherwise... Anyway. We came back, along with another family who left with us, and a third we met on the way. Sister Johanna forgave us, thank God. She is truly an angel among us.
So presently, we were on a road trip, traveling across what's called Nova Scotia, which is an alternate universe, US of A. I guess it didn't secede or violently secede from the UK. And we're trying to make it to a coastal city, basically to Seattle, to find some dude's lost treasure. And along the way, we've been doing this road trip. And when going into the mountains here, our wagon conveniently broke. And there's like this group of people living in a little village up a mountain. And it's totally not a cult. Winky, winky, wink. Yeah, and we're trying to suss things out.
What compelled you to leave in the first place?
We were.
Holly mentioned Midsummer and
thought better than Sister Johanna, but as it turned out, he didn't.
Yeah,
That's his
not
prey
a cult.
there. Abraham Levinsky.
Who was he?
Just a strong-willed fool who felt our journey was incomplete. He convinced us to continue to Las Virgenes on foot.
What became of Abraham Levinsky?
Well, he's buried here, so.
Those poor, poor souls. They died out there. Every last one. Sister Johanna sent my husband back to Abraham's camp to try to convince them to return, but all he found was carnage.
Yeah, Las Virginias, yeah.
When I think of how horrible it must have been, and how lucky we were to escape that fate. Enough. Let us speak of something else, please.
I've heard about something called the Silence. What is that?
When one of us falls into sin, they must find their way back to grace. In the silence. Sister Johanna determines how long is needed.
What country is this set in?
The silence, they may not
In the United States, but not the United States.
There are other requirements, but it's not my place to share them.
Oh, what century?
Your thoughts.
18...
Please excuse me, Sister Harley. I need to get back to my quarters.
Oh.
Okay. See you later, I guess.
Oh, interesting. I think the year is like 1850 something. Not a good time then. I mean, okay, hold on. Can I just read this real quick?
This article.
Oh shit.
Abraham Levinsky living in Las Virgenes, which is where he intended to go, according to Bridget. But
Oh shit.
buried here, it can't possibly.
I whoopsed into intrigue. This game takes a kinder view on history, in that people aren't just like wildly racist and sexist. Say like 1847.
It's addressed to the widow Bonelli.
February 9th, 18. Clark, you may.
Yeah, so like it's 1850 something.
Not now.
We got a bit of history revision. Yes, so this takes place in an alternate timeline. The U.S. doesn't secede from the UK. It's called New Vespuccia. I don't know why it's called that. I wish I could pull up the map and show you. It's different. Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, so we've got an article here. How people got there? Well, I mean, people got to America, or to like what is the US, via boat. It was still under UK jurisdiction for a while. So like that's why like Boston and New York and stuff exist.
She's busy.
So like it's Boston mentioned, yeah. I think Boston is actually like Lamplight City, which is the other game. Okay, who do I show this newspaper to?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I sometimes forget there's still
Oh, okay, here we go.
a world out there.
Oh, nope.
Thanks.
He seems preoccupied.
So To whom do I show this to?
I appreciate the...
Oh, wait, maybe I have to go look at the grave now? Do soap operas sing about soap? I mean, they could. There's nothing stopping it.
Lucio, Stephen, Isabella, Aaron,
Where is he?
Jane, Oliver, Abraham Levinsky. Wait, haven't I seen that name somewhere recently?
Yes.
Not now.
Okay, so we've now triggered whatever that's gonna be. So what the hell is the next step here?
Nothing to... Hello, Sue.
More with Sue Ellen.
Hello, Harley.
Do you know anything about Abraham Levinsky?
I've only heard a few stories. He ain't too highly regarded round here. So many didn't survive that first winter after the crash. If the dissenters hadn't taken so much away with them, things might have gone different.
Can you tell me what the silence is?
Oh, that's Sister Joanna's punishment for anybody who crosses her. We're allowed to speak to nobody or be spoken to. There's extra chores, extra prayers, and fasting. That means you get cut to 1 meal a day.
Sounds harsh. Have you been under the silence?
Plenty of times. Sister Joanna and I don't always see eye to eye, and she don't appreciate back talk. Jerome tells me I ought to keep my thoughts to myself, but that ain't how I do.
I'll let you get back to the garden.
Come enjoy it any time.
So our most famous TV channels, Globo, and recently our novellas, even the ones set in the 19th century and before, are made showing black people in regular roles and not just in servitude as they did before, which is nice. Do you get the usual backlash of like the local population, usually guys, who are like, that's not realistic, and being big whiny little bitches?
Hello, Harley.
We'll talk.
Hello,
I've learned some more about this place, and it's not...
No? Oh, that's nice.
Joanna isn't quite so benevolent. Captain Perry told me about a group of dissenters who were kept under lock and...
Just the regular guys being whiny bitches, fair enough.
Told me about the silence.
That sounds like how it was at my old school. The nuns were quite strict as well. Every religious community has its methods of discipline.
I haven't got anything else, but I'll keep looking.
Okay, so we're not there yet.
I look forward to it.
So I don't think there's much point in talking to everyone with that information yet. I need to find the thread for Abraham.
Hello again.
Hello to you, Sister Harley.
Exactly what happened to Abraham Levinsky?
Here we go.
Oh, poor brother Abraham. He was tragically led astray. He and several others began to question God's plan for us. They ended up leaving New Bethel. Some saw the light and returned, but the rest were not so fortunate. God punished them for their lack of faith. The wilds claimed them. Brother Abraham was the only one who...
Is that Russian? It's European. I'm not going to say Russian. Could be Polish, could be any number of people.
Praying God would grant him forgiveness.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
It's nice seeing more representation since black people make up 50% of the population and still aren't depicted that much. It is nice. Representation matters, you know?
Sister Har.
Do you know anything?
Okay, so now we have to wander around asking everyone about this.
Afraid not. That was all before my time.
Appreciate your time.
Beware.
Captain.
Yes?
Okay.
Could you tell me about Abraham Levinsky?
Oh, dreadful business. He led the dissenters who split from the community. Some changed their minds and came back. Joanna sent James to Abraham's camp to try to convince the rest to return. but all he found was Abraham's body and signs that wolves had attacked the camp and killed the rest. He had a funeral for Abraham and buried him in the graveyard. Joanna didn't let anyone see the body. It was too roughed up by those wolves.
Sounds awful.
Uh-huh.
Thankfully, we have the rangers to protect us, so nothing like that ever happens again.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
Something feels wrong here. Maybe the Abraham Levinsky in the article is the same one that's supposed to be in the grave.
What are the odds?
Intended to head to Las Virgenes, and Joanna refused to let anyone see the body. What if... Suppose there's only one way to find out.
It's a Jewish surname originally. I mean, so like I said, anywhere in Europe, right? But like, I'm going to be honest. What are the odds of finding multiple Abraham Levinskys in effectively the Wild West of America in 1850-something? Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but like...
Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
I still think something's rotten in New Bethel.
What's got you riled? Speak up.
Joanna isn't quite so benevolent. Captain Perry told me about it, and Sue Ellen told me about
Okay,
Carol.
yeah, well, yeah.
Shoot. That don't sound like much. She's the leader here. And if that's what it takes to keep the peace, so be it. It's hardly cause to think we're in any danger.
That's all I know right now, but I'll tell you.
I have no...
Okay.
Talk to you later, Jake.
Captain Perry, the platypus? You know, I didn't even make that connection, but maybe. Alright, so now we're just gonna dig up a body. Or not a body, as is the case.
I need to find out. Lola, keep a lookout. I'm gonna search this grave.
What? Why on earth?
Call it a hunch. I think something's going on here.
Be quick then, and try not to draw any attention. Lord alive.
I knew it! There's nothing here.
Excuse me?
This grave is a fake. The whole story about Abraham Levinsky is probably fake too.
Yeah, girl, with the bodies.
Why go to all that effort?
But what if there aren't bodies?
We need to figure out what's going on here, but I'd be careful who you tell about this.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't.
They all turned into ghosts. Yep. Alright, let's save before we screw something up.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello.
I've learned.
Tell me.
There's a fake grave in the graveyard. It supposedly belongs to the leader of a group of deserters, but it's empty.
You dug up someone's grave?
Not the point.
Why would you do such a thing?
But I told you, there's nothing underneath.
Still, it's just...
I'm sorry.
I haven't got anything else, but I'll keep looking.
All right.
We'll talk later.
I look forward to it.
She's tending...
You still busy?
She's busy.
Alright.
Not now, Liz.
Okay. We're gonna get the silenced on us.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Harley.
Would you give...
Of course.
I learned...
Turning that boat into a home. Waste of a good boat. Well, it was a sky boat, and it's not going in the sky anymore.
Joanna isn't quite so... Captain Perry...
Yeah, we've heard all that.
That does sound pretty extreme. But, I don't know, it doesn't seem that strange to me. Is there anything else that seems off to you?
There's a fake grave in the graveyard.
Skyboat? Yeah. It's kind of like Steam Tech.
Deserters, but it's empty.
You searched his grave?
I had to find out if the story was true.
That's just wrong, Harley. Maybe you misunderstood and the grave is just a memorial.
It's not. Trust me.
Please. I don't want to hear any more about it.
That's all for right now. I'll let you know if I hear anything else.
Okay.
You can come back now, Brother Jerome. See you, Danny.
Bye for now.
A memorial would be a stone, not just a whole. Yeah, it'd be weird to build a whole
Good to see you, brother.
Likewise.
grave, for someone who isn't there. But I don't know.
I've got nothing. Phil?
Harley?
Listen.
Have you?
Okay.
I've learned that Joanna isn't quite as nice. She jailed.
What is that?
A punishment where the person can't speak or be spoken to.
His ego was too big.
It has to do extra chores and prayers.
I don't know. Like, they didn't like him that much.
Perhaps this community isn't as idyllic as it seems. This does seem suspicious, though it could all be a coincidence. I do not think this proves anything sinister. There is still too much doubt.
Okay, now let me tell you about digging up a grave.
Joanna and the others told me a story about he was supposedly killed by wolves and buried in the graveyard, but the
Slow down a moment. Dug up one of the graves?
not so much dug as moved the rocks. Enough to see there was nothing.
I see.
Y'all are really getting hung up on the wrong part of that conversation.
No body?
That's right. I also have proof that Levinsky is still alive. Look.
Very well. I have heard enough. Clearly these people are hiding something from us. I will see if I can coax any information from Eliza when I see her again.
So will you let me search this place now?
Some post-poital pillow talk.
Go ahead.
A Bible. I'll leave that right where it is. And what's this? Some kind of
Perfect.
lens. Better take it.
I knew the lens was going to be in there. There's been nothing else to search this whole fucking time.
Nothing else. Hello,
Howdy. What's got you riled?
Okay.
There's a fake grave in the graveyard. It supposedly belongs to the leader of a group of deserters, but it's empty.
What you mean fake? A memorial?
No, a fake. A man's supposed to be buried there, but he's not.
Why would someone go to the trouble of making a fake grave?
Exactly what I want to know.
I admit it's suspicious, but that's not enough to start stirring up the pot.
That's all I know right now, but I'll tell you if I learn more.
I have no doubt you will.
All right.
Talk to you later, Jake.
Now let's go find out what dramatic reveal we're going to have. Yeah, Jake's the only person who's like, uh-huh. Okay, close this. Go up here. So now we can put the lens into the spyglass here, and we're going to see that they're doing some fucking nefarious stuff to our wagon.
A perfect fit. What a surprise. Let's have a look. That's the base of the mountain near where we broke down. Hello, and who might you be?
I assume that's Eliza.
Well, that's not suspicious at all. I don't see anyone else down there.
That is not what I expected that to be.
An old spyglass.
Okay, oh, as they're gonna be playing.
Not now, Liz.
Hello, Jake.
Is that something else suspicious? Alright. We can probably get through this.
What's got...
I caught a glimpse of a cloaked figure sneaking into a secret cave down on the mountain road. I have a feeling there's something important in there.
A secret cave, huh?
Secret tunnel.
Be onto something there.
Secret tunnel.
What's the plan?
Through the
We're
mountains.
trying to get down to the wagon. We need you to help us distract Patrick.
Right. I'll clear the way and you two go reconnoiter and report back. Onward.
Oh, hell yeah. Now we're getting somewhere.
We just need you to get the kid out of the way long enough for us to get down the mountain without being spotted.
Leave everything to me.
Hey, kid.
Excuse me, son. I was wondering if you had a minute.
Sure. What do you need?
Just need you to come with me for a second. Captain Perry wants a word.
Oh, okay, if it's quick. Sister Joanna won't like it if I leave my post long.
Alright. Well, we're going to pause there because the ads are about to play. So we'll be back in 3 minutes. So go to the washroom, get a drink, get a snack, stare into the middle difference. God, I did it again. The middle distance and the middle difference. and really think about how this is totally normal and not a cult or a weird place. And we'll be back shortly. Here I thought no one else cared about Professor Giro. I underestimated you. You're quite well informed, human. And you seem to know quite a bit yourself. Who are you, pray tell? I'm your worst nightmare. No, I have to disagree with you there. My worst nightmare. I wake up one morning in a pink dress surrounded by mushrooms. I think I'm their princess. All right, so 2 points there. One, slam dunk on who should have been named Petch, and two, thank you, Pokemon Freak, for editing the save to actually get her name to be Pesh. Holy moly. Hey, dog. Oh, you're an archer. Oh, those are mines. Okay. How do I get rid of those? Can I? I wonder. Aha! Yeah, there we go. Give me that. What's this? Assault rifle. Mmm. Rate of fire. That's, I mean, actually. Oh!
Holy shit.
All right. Cook him with gas.
Well, now you just make me feel
I can go
obsolete.
back. Oh, you know what? It's fine. I'll go back to using the tentacle gun. I wouldn't want to upset you. The monkey's paw is curled.
Well, shit.
You can have it one of two ways. I can be a gun pervert, or I can do effective damage. What do you want?
I'll be rendered obsolete.
Big cat? Oh, lava. Okay. It will not turn into obsidian. Ho 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 ho. Got a bad feeling about this? Okay. Watch my steps. Whoop. Alright, well. Alright. And it's kind of ship-shaped. Yeah, I think the thing goofed the ship. I have a landing pad, though.
Okay.
The landing pad did not get destroyed.
Well, I assume the rest of the cargo also did not get destroyed.
Nope.
Now's our chance. Let's go.
Sacred tunnel.
No!
Oh, yeah, our wagon got fucking ransacked.
What have these people done to my wagon?
It's clear they don't want us leaving New Bethel.
You said there was a cave down here?
Looked like.
Then see if you can find it. We need to figure out what we're up against.
Okay.
A small opening. This is way too... Not sure if this is the one I saw from the crow's nest. Ow! Damn thorns. Nasty pothole. Can't believe it took out the wagon.
I swear that wasn't there when we drove through. I ain't blind. I would have seen and avoided it.
There was a bunch of grass at the bottom. Seems it was covered. It's in bad shape. We need to get it fixed or our journey ends here.
No time for...
An unassuming looking bush. Here we are. This bush was put here deliberately. Hey, look! I found the cave.
Good.
There's gonna be the person inside the cave.
Quick.
Like, we really haven't thought this through. Oh, look. It's all our shit.
A shovel and pickaxe. Perfect for digging potholes and dirt roads. This workbench is a mess of books and papers. What's this? Looks like some kind of handbook. A printer's proof copy. The Saboteur's Handbook by JT and JR. My god, I need to show this to Lola. Now. It's full of dynamite and wires.
Yeah, they
Someone has
blew up
been
the
making
bridge.
Explosives. It's a hand-drawn map of the area. That's the road, and it's been marked with several X's. This is exactly where we broke down.
Uh-huh.
I can only guess what's in there.
Well, don't guess. Open it.
It's stuffed with guns and ammunition. That's
Oh,
not a good
dear.
sign. These look like they were placed here recently.
Yeah, that's our fucking wheels.
These are our wheels.
Yeah, dog.
No time.
You won't believe what I found in the cave.
Try me.
A printer's proof of something called the Saboteur's Handbook. Have a look.
Written by J.T. Joanna Taggart.
Must be, but who is JR?
Jonathan Red?
Who's that?
Who's Jonathan Red?
Seriously? You never heard of the Redites?
No, just the Redditors.
Anti-steam tech thugs who went around sabotaging machines and
Mm,
factories a few years back. They were
No, I do actually remember that. Yeah.
Tanya, but they got their start in Bright Bay.
So you think
Yeah.
Jonathan
I remember that's in Lamplight City.
Knew him. I think they worked together. Maybe more than that. You get a good look at that Eliza girl? She's got a certain resemblance to that Mr. Red.
Hang on. Joanna told me Eliza's father was named Jonathan.
And there you have it.
All that aside, look at the contents.
These are all instructions. Sabotaging vehicles and laying road traps. Low-grade bombs for controlled explosions. Creating concealed hiding spots in the wilderness.
How convenient.
You of anything?
Well, one thing's for certain. Someone went to a lot of trouble to make sure we're stuck in New Bethel.
Yes, but who?
That's what we need to find out.
Lots of pages have
Presumably Eliza, the only person who hasn't been in town.
JT, others from JR. Looks like they had some ideological differences.
Oh?
Joanna thought things were going too far. She objected to giving instructions for explicitly violent stuff. Here's a note on the bombs page where she says, "Too dangerous to print." Same time, Red's written things like, "This information is a tool for a righteous cause," or "No revisions, too late for cold feet." But there's another set of notes in somebody else's handwriting. Here, on this recipe for an acid compound, Joanna crossed out some ingredients. This other person tried to fill in the missing information.
So this third person is probably our saboteur.
I'd put money on it.
So what should our next move be?
Round up the others and come to my cabin. We need to talk.
Mm.
We can't just go around interrogating everyone, hoping for a confession. We need solid proof identifying the person you saw going into that cave.
My brother was the detective in the family.
Well, now's your chance to do him proud. Come on, let's get back up the mountain before anybody notices us missing.
And so this saboteur is the reason we're here.
We need to uncover who it is and tell these people. They deserve the truth.
Now wait just a minute. This is all very serious for sure. But these folks have a whole way of life they're accustomed to. We expose it all as a lie. Why, we're ripping the bottom out of their world.
Jade's got a point. It could tear this community apart.
I think Lola's right. Not knowing your true history is no way to live.
At the very least, Joanna should know about this. As the community's leader, it falls to her to decide what to do with this information.
We gotta be able to prove who the saboteur is first. Could be the rot goes all the way to the top.
I have a strong suspicion, but I'll see if I can confirm it.
Once you do...
Could you say it out loud for the rest of us?
Assuming she's not the one behind it all.
Or you could try talking to the saboteur. Maybe get him to lay off without having to upset the whole community.
I'll see what I can find out.
God damn it. Don't give me options.
Hello there. How are you? Is everything all right?
Miss Leger, please don't talk to him. He's not in a fit state for it right now.
Okay.
Captain Perry?
Yes, Miss Leger?
That man chopping wood. Is he all right?
Yes, he's fine. He's just being disciplined.
He's under the silence, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Maybe we should attend to his example.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Leger.
Okay, go to this door now? No. All right.
Certainly makes a statement. Joanna, Eliza, and her father, Jonathan Red.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. This is the same cloak I saw through the spyglass. Got you now, Eliza.
Fuck, that's a bit of a giveaway.
These are mostly nurse. Guess Eliza.
Okay, we're not going to mention the obvious thing.
Hello to you, Sister Harley.
Thanks for
God bless.
I have the chat, like I have a chat widget on the top of my screen that is like directly over some of these choices. Okay, hold on. Let's poke around a little more before we just do everything here.
She's busy. She's tending.
Okay.
Sorry, can't.
All right. I think I'm going to talk to Eliza.
I believe this belongs to you.
Where did you get that?
Exactly where you left it.
It seems Patrick has earned himself a period of silence. He won't like that much, but it's about time he grew up some.
So you've been causing all the wagon breakdowns and trapping people here. What was your plan? Continued excuses for why our wagon wasn't ready until we gave up and asked to stay permanently?
That's how it's worked in the past, yes.
You're so hard trying to find old game with just a few clues. I mean, my sister found it once, but didn't write it down. What are the clues?
Is your mother aware of your scheme?
Only one other had a part in it, and God has since called him home. He sent me a vision when I was a girl, of my mother leading a thriving community on a mountaintop. All I've done is ensure this vision comes to pass. Members have lost faith and abandoned us before, to the detriment of all. We've suffered harsh winters and disease. Keeping our numbers up hasn't been easy. But I wasn't about to stand by and let the community wither, so I took measures to cultivate it.
Severed hand of a mummy inside of a well. An Illuminati conspiracy. How old of a game are we talking, Mossy?
You've built your community on lies. If I'm not mistaken, lying's not on God's approval list.
God forbids harmful deceit. I'm shepherding people to a better life in his name.
How convenient.
It's clear
1990?
you've no intention of joining us. God must have other plans for you. I can have your wagon repaired and let you and your companions go on your way. All I ask in return is that you spare a thought for the people of this community.
It's a Flash
Do not
game.
Speak of what
Oh.
you learned. It would destroy them.
And just how will you explain our departure?
Simple. I'll say you all insisted on breaking curfew to go down to your wagon. Tragically, you were all eaten by wolves as a result. I can set up a memorial in the graveyard if you'd like. It will make a powerful deterrent.
Nah, this is fucked up. No.
Can't go along with this. These people.
This is fucked up.
Stop! You're making a terrible mistake.
Joanna, I'm afraid I have some disturbing news.
What is it?
Can you call together the community?
No. That was the mistake. You should have told Joanna and then let her decide what to do with that information.
What it concerns.
I'm afraid I have to insist on addressing everyone at once.
As you wish. I'll call an assembly. Brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, Sister Harley has asked me to bring you all together to hear her words. Tell us, Sister Harley, what news have you for us all?
How do I want to approach this? I'm going to go with a wolf amongst you. Severed hand of a mummy, an Illuminati conspiracy. Is there any other details about the game, Mossy? Flash game. That's an interesting hook. Came in DVDs in a magazine called Digerati. That's how I got to play a lot of games before we had internet access. Interesting.
Since you all came here, you feared wolves in the forest below. But I'm sorry to tell you that the real wolf has been living among you all this time.
What are
Pretty sure
you
they'd be
saying?
amongst, but
Eliza has been pulling the strings all along. She's been manipulating us all. She's been setting traps in the road to capture wagons and bring their passengers into New Bethel.
What? How dare you?
I saw her enter a secret cave at the base of the mountain. It was full of saboteurs' tools, along with spare wagon wheels, and this.
What? Eliza, what are you doing with that?
Claiming my birthright. Just because you disavowed father doesn't mean I did.
So it was sabotage. I always ask myself if our breakdown was really an accident. You've been lying to us all these years.
No, I swear I didn't know anything about this.
Then why did you prop up the lie about Abraham Levinsky?
What lie? Brother Abraham was killed when he left the safety of New Bethel, torn apart by wolves.
Who was it that told you this?
My brother James. He found their camp after it had been attacked. He returned with Brother Abraham's mangled body and buried it.
So you never actually saw Levinsky's body?
No, I put my faith in Brother James's word.
There was no body because Levinsky never died. There were no wolves. In fact, he made it safely to Las Virgenes. Just weeks ago, he was in the papers announcing his niece's marriage. It was just a story concocted to keep you all here, to keep you afraid.
He was trying to protect you. He was trying to protect all of us. Brother James was the one who had the idea to bring in new members. He understood that a community can't thrive without them.
James was a saint. He loved this community. And you, Sister Joanna. There's nothing he wouldn't have done for you all.
I think that is becoming very clear.
Eliza, I don't understand. Why would you do this?
The outside world is a horrible place, Mother.
I mean,
you know this better than anyone.
that's fair.
Look at what we've built here. How we've grown and flourished. We had to keep that safe. That's why you had to make sure no one ever left the mountain.
Oh, good job, Mossy.
To hurt anyone.
God bless AI. No, I can't. I shan't abide that.
Did it without asking us if we wanted a part of it. A community without trust ain't no community worth living in.
Joanna, my love, there's something else you probably ought to know about. I never said anything because after a while...
Since we're all airing grievances.
After the crash, I examined the boiler.
Steppenwolf.
Well, it had clearly been...
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What?
We were headed for disaster. I saw it in my vision.
You mean you saw that we were going to crash, that Someone was going to sabotage the ship.
No, Mother, you don't understand. I saw the sun setting in the west, and the sea became red with blood. We were going to make it to the coast, but the land was already tainted, cursed. It was the mountain that was our true home, a citadel of holy peace. I just had to make sure we ended up here.
So, you brought the airship down? Eliza, you could have killed us all.
But I didn't. I gave us a new life, a better life.
Oh boy.
You can keep it. Come on, Jerome. We're leaving this rock. Anybody who wants to come with us is welcome.
What? You can't just leave. Where will you go?
Anywhere but here.
You won't last 2 minutes out there.
Silence, Eliza. Until further notice.
But...
I said silence. Return to your quarters immediately. Wait for me to come find you.
Hold on a second. I'm going to look this up. Steppenwolf, the X Creatures Project. This doesn't even remotely ring a bell to me. Oh my god, it's got a whole ass wiki, though. Yeah, I've never seen this. Whatever this is.
Please, Sister Sue Ellen, don't be so hasty. It breaks my heart to hear what my baby has done, but now that I know the truth, there's no reason we can't start over. We can continue to live here without the fear of the unknown below.
That ain't gonna work, sis. Joanna, not now. We're way past that.
There is one game very specific. We've yet to find it, though. Well, at least you found, like, the area. It's not as I don't want to say it's a charade, but I also don't want to like say like you should definitely continue living here. Fuck it.
Whatever you all decide is your own business. We just want our wagon fixed so we can be on our way.
Yes, of course. I'll arrange to have it ready by morning. Thank you, by the way, for
Like,
opening my
I'm not going to try and steer people. You get to make your own decision based on the fact that like the last 12 years of your life has been a lie,
I've relied
or 10.
too much on silence. I am sorry to see you go, but I understand your desire to continue your journey.
That's y'all's problem. I already did all the hustle to get things solved here.
Better now it's over.
Hopefully they'll put a stop to Eliza's tricks.
I had my suspicions about her.
Was that before or after you stuffed her?
Back. Come on, we've lost no time here.
Exactly.
Our sojourn in New Bethel has left us all somewhat shaken. Thankfully, we have only to cross Hellfire Pass today, and from there, it's a straight shot down into El Presidio. With our goals so near in sight, we can all focus our attention back to the task of...
There you go. Here's the map, by the way, Mossy. This is the alternate... Hold on. Can I... There we go. So we can pause for a little bit. So this is the alternate west coast of America. It's called Vespuccia in this. Then, like, there's, yeah, Rotterdam up to the top, Piedmont, like New Spain, which is kind of like Mexico, but it, like, eats in a lot more into whatever that landmass is. Anyways, yeah, there you go. So, alternate history, America. The Commonwealth of Vespuccia. Oh, I got the achievement of Escaped New Bethel.
Phil?
Harley?
I'm sorry things with Eliza didn't work out for you.
I thought I glimpsed in her a kindred spirit, a zeal for community, a sense of care for her fellow man. But it seems that the fire in her eyes was something else.
I hope your modeling
We got a little cross now.
too harrowing.
I confess it was rather awkward at first, but in truth it was no different to fighting alongside my compadres in battle. We are at our most vulnerable, conquering our fears. It does wonders for camaraderie.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
It's a good thing we got away from New Bethel. For a while, I wasn't sure we ever would.
It's really a shame. It seemed like such a promising place. To think I was seriously considering staying there. Painful as I'm sure it was for them. I'm glad you exposed the truth. A life of deceit is not worth living.
What the?
Something wrong?
Some fellers on horseback are blocking the pass up ahead.
Oh, for fuck's
I'll
sakes.
have a look. Is there some trouble?
No trouble at all. Let us keep it that way, huh? I'm Agent Carson of the Blackburn Investigation Bureau. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What's this about?
I will explain everything. First, I must ask that you and everyone inside the wagon kindly step outside. Come out quickly, please. No fuss. I appreciate your cooperation. I will be brief.
How can we be of service?
As I told your driver, this won't take long. I have a few questions. First off, where are you folks headed?
We have no reason to lie about that.
See. For what purpose?
Just looking to conduct some business.
Where did you set out from?
We're coming from Rosewater.
I see. You've had a long journey. You must have encountered quite a number of people on your trip, yes?
A few? Why do you ask?
We're looking for some folks, and I wonder if you might have
And
seen...
this is where we might start lying.
Easy now, pup. No need for all that. Control your animal, would you?
Tell us who you're looking for.
Gladly.
Lisa Lou?
Hmm.
There's a good girl.
We are tracking a couple of men.
They must be dangerous fellers if you Blackburns were called in.
Quite. These men are ruthless bandits who raided an army supply. Attack happened in Rosewater. And as it happens, you folks are coming from there. So naturally, I must ask if you know anything about the incident.
First I hear of it.
Same. Can't help you there.
Then I wonder if you might have seen these men on the road. See, a trapper family reported they'd camped a few days ago with some folks fitting our description. They said they were traveling in a wagon, much like this one.
Ah, piss.
Bound for El Presidio.
And what is the description of these men?
One's a tall white man with brown hair and a well-trimmed mustache. The other's a short, swarthy New Spanish fellow with a beard.
Look, I don't know what to tell you, gents.
Oh, I believe you do, Mr. Ackerman. In fact, I would be very interested in hearing your account. That goes for Mr. Marquez and the rest of your party as well.
You can leave Miss Johnson out of this. She doesn't know anything.
We will determine that for ourselves. Will you quiet that mongrel?
Lisa, shh, girl.
Now, if you'll all kindly step away from the wagon, hands where I can see them. We will start our questioning with Mr. Ackerman.
And then what? Jail?
No, Mr. Marquez. Do you take us for the provincial sheriff? Besides, the jails are much too crowded with lowlifes these days, don't you think? Countries full of vagrants and foreigners.
We're gonna murder these fucking guys. That's what's gonna happen.
You really stepped in it when you decided to pick off that wagon. Truly you did. Did you know who you were messing with, I wonder? You'll tell us all about it, and then we will see that you don't tell anyone else. Quicker we do this, the better for all of us. Believe me. I said shut that beast up! Williams, take care of it, would you?
Yeah!
Take cover!
You goddamn right.
Still alive?
For the moment.
Anybody seen Jake and Nadine?
I can go look for them.
Not until we do something about these Blackburns.
It doesn't add up. We robbed an army wagon, sure. But why call in the Blackburns? If the army wants us, why not send soldiers?
Because whatever was happening out there was super fucking legal.
If we're not dead.
Okay, so I was wondering if I'd be able to, like, get through that previous segment without running into things. Oh yeah, no, Moss, we for sure did rob them. They were talking about us. Yes. But so what it was we started in a place called Rosewater. I thought we were innocent. Oh no. Well, we didn't know what they were on about until they kind of started talking about it, and then no, we were super fucking guilty. So near Rosewater there was an army base, and they had recently started harassing the local native people, and like before they had been cool about it, like they weren't doing that, and they just started harassing them, and the native people were like, what the fuck, why are they doing this? So we decided to help the native people out by robbing a supply wagon that was going to the army base, and took guns and munitions and gave them to the natives so that they could defend themselves. And on that, on the cart we found a bunch of, I'm just gonna say gold bricks. It's called like aurum or something in this, but like some precious metal that had been turned into bars. And even at the time we're like, that's weird. Why would they do that? Oh well, we're gonna go. So obviously whoever's running that particular military base is doing some fucking shenanigans, and possibly shipping money out of usual coffers. Aurum, that's the Latin name for gold. Oh, there you go. So the fact that the Blackburn guys are here coming after us is because the army can't actually get involved. So the fact that we tipped an army supply wagon, like if it was all on the up and up, we'd be getting stopped by the military, right? So obviously some shit's up.
These woods are lousy with Blackburn agents. The wagon's back that way, but I'm not risking a bullet with... Phil?
This is not the best time, Harley. What do you want?
So, General, battlefield assessment? What do we do here?
If we could take them all out at once, we might stand a chance. But my dynamite is back with the wagon.
I could go get it.
You think you can make it there?
Got any better ideas?
I do not.
Where do you keep the dynamite?
In a storage trunk, on the back right, behind the rear wheel.
Okay.
Hanging in there, Phil?
For now.
I'll need some cover to get to the wagon. Can you help?
I am not well positioned for that here. One of the others would be better.
Okay. All right.
Danny? Are you okay?
You right, buddy?
Just like it happened last time.
You mean with Petey and your old gang?
Yeah, I hid then too. Left them all to die.
Look, we can survive this, but we need you. Nobody can shoot.
Dynamite at close range is probably a horrible idea.
Don't know that I can.
It'll be fine.
What do you mean? You're a great shot.
Yes, but only with bottles and juggling balls. I've never shot a person before. Not for real.
Okay, listen. My buddy here... Hold on. We'll circle back on that.
Lola? What?
Have you got anything that might help?
Yes, and I'm shooting with it.
You okay?
I'm being shot at. What do you think?
I'm gonna try and make it back to the wagon. Can you cover me?
This gun's got limited range.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get Danny.
What happened to Lisa Lou?
Last I saw, she ran under the wagon.
Okay. That might be pertinent information.
Danny? I need you to cover me while I run to the wagon. You don't have to try to hit anyone. Just lay down some fire to keep them from shooting back. Can you do that?
Yeah, all right. I don't think I'll be able to cover you the whole way, though.
Better than nothing. Thanks.
Ready? Steady? Whoop, 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 whoop. There's unlimited ammo. Shh, 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 shh.
patch of dry dirt on the forest floor.
Okay.
Behind that tree would be a good another good These woods are Thanks for the cover, Danny. Damn! Carson's over there. Guess he's too far for Danny. I need to distract him somehow. Patch of
Pocket sand?
That's where I start.
Gonna
I'm gonna
hook
throw
up.
something at Carson. It needs to be something that'll keep him.
What do I have on me? What I got? What I got? What I got? Arrowhead?
I'm gonna. Agent Carson.
Money?
I'm gonna throw.
Okay, I need something better. Yeah, I want to pick up the dirt. The game's not letting me.
Too dangerous.
Okay.
Phil,
This is...
got anything on you that could help?
As a matter of fact, I do. Here,
Your flask?
liquid courage. Does wonders.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so Danny's gonna cover me to the first spot here. Okay, do we flask?
Damn, I needed that.
I think that seems like a reasonable thing to do here. Select.
Sorry, Phil, but
Right. So now we got mud.
yuck.
Now, admittedly, throwing a flask at this fucking guy would probably be great too. But I guess we'll go for mud.
All right, Harley. If ever there was a time to make your aim count, this is it. Hey, Carson.
Oh no, I can't get mud in my eye. The doctor said I can't do that no more.
Nadine, are you okay?
Yes, I'm unhurt. What about you and the others?
All accounted for except Jake.
I think he's up near the front of the wagon. We need to do something about these men.
Working on it.
It's a stick. Good old stick. Nothing beats stick.
Agent Carson's still out there. He's cleaned the mud off his face and looks extra angry. Hey, Nadine?
Yes?
You haven't been hit or anything.
Still okay. The others?
Well, Danny's having something of a crisis.
Is unhurt still used, or is an archaic obsolete word? What, to be unhurt? Yeah, no, I think that can still be used.
You said you saw Jake at the front of the wagon?
He ran that way when the shooting started. He dropped his hat in the commotion. I picked it up for him. Seems silly. I just did it without thinking.
Give me that hat.
I could hold on to Jake's hat for a spell.
Unhurt instead of unharmed. I think. I don't know if it's fallen out of favor or not. Like, I think they're fine. Okay.
Phil's had an idea to get rid of the blackbirds. He needs some dynamite from that trunk behind the rear wheel.
How will you get over there?
Still trying to figure that out.
Okay. Hat. Wear it?
Fits all right, but
It's all sweaty. Oh, hey. Tried on all the hats in the game in a single playthrough. That's fun.
I hope this works as... Okay, Nadine.
Gonna explode the rocks and kill them all at once.
I'm going to get Carson's...
I think once you start lobbing dynamite, people would fall back.
Take a break for the trunk.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice going. Now toss me a stick of dynamite, would you?
Don't.
Thanks.
Could we have more than one?
Sit tight and keep your head low.
I don't know,
I'll
just-
get this back to Phil.
All right.
If one is good. What if 5 You know?
Mission accomplished. Got the dynamite.
Excelente. Give it here.
Catch.
Everyone down! Uncover your ears!
No one's covering their fucking ears. Hey, gentlemen.
Run! Anda! That has taken care of them.
Well, it took care of 2 of them.
Gracias.
That's all of them?
All the ones I saw. Carson, you're the last one standing. Give yourself up while you got
C4 is safe. Yeah, C4 is stable.
All right, damn you. I know when I'm beat.
Dynamite is not.
Let's find Nadine and Jake.
It's stabilized nitroglycerin.
No sudden moves. You're outgunned.
I am well aware of the situation, ma'am. I hope you all realize just how much trouble you're in. You've killed 4 good men. My client will be very displeased to learn of this.
How would your client even find out? Like, man, if we just leave you in the woods here, you know?
And just who is this client?
Please, when you engage the Blackburns, you can be assured of confidentiality above all else. You may kill me, but you'll get nothing out of me.
Alright.
Enough, Leger.
Fresh Dynamite's fine. Someone starts sweating that you should start to leave.
Make an example of him. Send a message to his client.
We don't have to kill him. The Blackburns aren't well liked in El Presidio. We could turn them into police there. Whoever sent them, it wasn't lawful. They tried to murder us.
She was like, that was my thought. I was like, what if we just maim him?
Before doing anything, we need to disarm him.
One last thing before you do.
Interesting.
Nadine! Are you alright? Say something.
Give her some space. I will try to stop the bleeding.
We killed the only person who could heal him.
Check the wagon. See if I can find Jake. Stay with us, Nadine. Please.
I'm curious if I just picked shoot.
Jake!
Oh, Harley. Glad to see you in one piece. Things got real rough back there, but we made it out all right.
Where the fuck are you off to, my man?
Everyone is all right, right?
No, everyone's not alright. Nadine's been shot.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, she's a strong one, and brimming with all that medical know-how. She'll pull through for sure.
Things might have gone better if you'd been around to help. Where were you when the shots started flying?
Me? Oh, well, I was holding a position at the front of the wagon, you see. I was aiming to push forward, looking for my opening. Then you folks took care of everybody. Mighty impressive how you handled yourselves, I must say.
What have you got in that bag?
Oh, this? Nothing, just some supplies.
Supplies? For what?
Well, you can never be too prepared, you know?
Are you running away?
Categorically, yes.
Preposterous. Gentleman Jake does not run away.
Then what are you doing?
Why, I'm acting in accordance with my true nature.
Uh-huh.
I'm a coward, Harley.
What?
Don't make me say it again.
So you are running away.
That is about the long and the short of it.
Why?
I already told you. Now just let me tuck my tail under and go, would you? Do we need to drag this out?
Hang on. What about Clark's stash?
Shoot, look. There never was a stash, all right? The job was to track down Clark himself and deliver him to the client. There was always going to be a payday at the end, but nothing more or less than payment for services rendered. The whole treasure hunting deal was just a way to spice things up, make it more interesting. This was meant to be a simple job. Find out where Clark went, get paid. Nobody said nothing about crossing the army or getting shot at by goddamn Blackburns.
So the great gentleman Jake turns tail as soon as things get rough? What about all those legendary feats?
Legends, as you say. Tall tales to liven up the stage. I'm a showman, after all.
So, the Bleachbone Gulch showdown?
Only reason I was last man standing is because I hid behind a rock. And that's the shameful truth.
And the duel with Billy Boakes?
His gun jammed. Otherwise, I'd have been a goner.
And what about that Gentum mine you found? For the orphans?
Never happened. Hope there's no hard feelings.
Okay, well, she'll heal pretty fast by absorbing her medical notes. Hold on, wait. Yeah, she's gonna die from common infection. Yeah, yeah. I mentioned Among Us, Wolf Among Us, and One Piece. Wait, when did I mention One Piece? Supplies include food, blade, vibrator, clothes, water boost, spare credit card, dead bird. Oh, in One Piece, yeah, okay.
You can't just up and leave. Not after all we've been through.
I was never much for sentimentality, Miss Legere. We had some good times, sure. But the truth is, you're all better off without me.
What about Danny? You're gonna walk away and leave him behind like this?
The kid deserves a better life than following an old fool like me around. A chance to bolster his confidence and make something of himself. Hell, just knowing you folks these past few days has given him that much. Well, I'd best be off. Good luck getting to El Presidio.
What the fuck, man?
How is she?
Hanging on, but barely.
Nadine? Nadine!
We have to get her to El Presidio. She needs a hospital.
But first we have to hide these bodies, so more Blackburns do not come after us. Where is Jake, by the way?
He left. Turns out he was no hero after all.
He what?
Oh, carajo. This day just keeps getting worse. Well, sooner we get this done, the better.
You need to get her to El Hospital, not El Presidio. Yeah.
Nadine. We almost lost Nadine.
Oh, okay, it's almost.
She's still fighting for her life,
Okay.
but we're going to get her help. She has to pull through. It can't end like this. Jake's gone too. Damn him. Anyway, we finally made it. El Presidio. We were supposed to pick up Dr. Clark's trail here at the Jolly Good Club, but I'm not sure what good that will do us now. Those of us who are left. Everything's changed.
There she is. El Presidio.
It's grown since I was last here.
Cities have a habit of doing that.
Shouldn't be too tough to find our way around. We just need to find a safe place to park the wagon.
Oh, no. This is the end of the line for me.
What?
I'm getting Nadine to the hospital. That's as far as I go. Our business is concluded.
But I thought...
No hard feelings, Liz. The journey's been...
I mean, to be fair, yeah, this is what she's signed up for.
Finding that fortune of yours.
Jesus.
What next?
Suppose we should find a place to stay. We'll need to plan...
Good evening. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but...
What?
Are you...
Man, we have had, like, the longest day. Cajaro means the same thing as Portuguese, dick, but supposedly less of a negative connotation. The real fortune was the friends we made. She was always upfront about not sticking around. Yeah, no, that's true, Max. Like, I was kind of hoping, like, we'd become friends, but she can't blame her. She did say, like, I will drive you there, and that's the job.
Depends who's asking.
My name is Timothy King. I've been sent to welcome you to our fair city.
Thanks?
Sent by
My
whomst?
employer is quite keen to meet you and your associates. There's a carriage waiting to take us to the offices of Vespuccia.
Oh, I think I know who he is.
Me, if you would.
Sorry, but I don't get into carriages with strange men.
He seems harmless. Besides, if he tries anything funny, I will put a bullet in him.
Charming. I can assure you, it won't come to that.
Better not.
He was the driver guy
We've got him outnumbered.
for that rich lady
Let's go then.
that we saw at the start in Rosewater. Yep.
They're here, ma'am.
Thank you, Timothy.
Miss Legere. Please come in.
3 minutes till transfer complete. Man, I want to end the game, but we've hit like a plot beat. I can't stop.
Too unpleasant.
How in the ether do you know who I am?
I appreciate you must have many questions, Miss Legere.
Uh-huh.
I shall gladly answer them, but first permit me to ask one of my own. Where is Mr. Ackerman?
He fucked off.
I haven't a clue. We were attacked by the Blackburns and he turned tail and ran.
I see. Pity for him. This is a blatant breach of contract.
Beg pardon?
My name is D.W. Shaw. I am the owner and operator of Vespuccia Petrol. Last week, I met with Mr. Ackerman in Rosewater to discuss a business proposition. I engaged his services to track down Dr. Bennett Clark and bring him to me. A few days ago, I received a letter informing me he was on his way here along with the team he had assembled. He seemed confident you had found a significant lead as to Clark's whereabouts. But now you tell me he has abandoned your group and the assignment. This puts me in a rather
very fancy
position. But perhaps all is not lost. You've come this far. I see no reason why you can't finish what Mr. Ackerman started. My agreement with him was quite clear. 25,000 crowns in exchange for bringing me Dr.
Spit take.
The same agreement applies to the three of you.
So you're telling me Clark's still alive?
Alive, and ironically, somewhere in El Presidio. What exactly was this lead you found?
Right before he disappeared,
No, don't give her that.
decided to stay at the Jolly Good Club.
Ah, yes, I know it. Quite exclusive. I myself have never set foot inside. You intend to search for him there?
Seems the best option.
Very good. You'll find the club on Cedar Avenue between Gull and Hare Street. In the meantime, I will ensure your stay here is comfortable. I've reserved
Intense violin just came in.
hotel on the other side of town. You must be exhausted. I'll have Timothy summon a coach. Enjoy your rest. Should you need to speak with me again, you may return here. Good night to you.
Can I please save? Yeah, I added a 5 vote. Yes, it should track your votes and stuff too. So
Neither can I.
So
you shouldn't be able to game the system.
for tonight.
To see what we can find out at the Jolly Good Club.
Oh my god! Fucking thank you. Save the game. Okay. And we're gonna come over here. Holy moly! I didn't expect that bit to go as hard as it did. Whew. Goodness. But that is gonna do it for me tonight. We'll be back on Friday to, I guess, find Clark. Dr. Clark? Professor Clark? I can't remember what he is. Anyways. I don't know how much of this game I've gamed so far. Apparently it has a 15 to 20 hour runtime. So 2, 5. How many? Wait. I've put 12 hours into it. So in theory, if we've played fast, we might finish this on Friday. And if we don't finish it fast, we will finish it on Tuesday. Also, there's a stack of achievements that I have not hit. I'm just kind of scrolling through here to see. Oh, I didn't write something on the boulder. There's an achievement for beating that gun, that shootout thing on your first try. Fuck that. Holy crap. That would have sucked. Like, there was no chance of that. So there's a bunch of achievements for who helps you get into the Jolly Good Club. Oh, there's an achievement if you never drink. Like, ever. Oh, there's an achievement if I had punched Jake. Oh my god, there's another achievement for doing that shootout on the first try with a perfect score without practicing. That's disgusting. Get all the high relationship companion excursions in one playthrough. Well, I didn't do that. Yeah, oh my god, there's so many achievements. There's like 60 some odd achievements for this game. 65. Good creepy. Ugh. Anyways. I don't need to goggle at that anymore. Let's find someone we could raid out to. Mute the tab. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Dr. Mix doing Half-Life. Bruce playing South of Midnight. Gumbana's playing Gris or Gree. Does anybody have a new friend to raid to? I'll take a new friend if someone's got a suggestion. Otherwise, I will just pick someone off my list. There's a couple good options there. Gris is such a pretty game. It is a very pretty game. It's true. Have I raided Rube before? Really, Ruber? Oh yeah. I raided Rube last week, Friday, Thursday, something like that. What were they doing at the time? They were playing a horror, first-person horror thing. It was interesting. Anyways, okay, no suggestions. You know what? I'm gonna raid Rube because South Midnight just looks super neat. Let's go say hi to Rube. There we go. So feel free to grab a Rube message if you want. But that's gonna do it for me tonight. So I'll be back on Friday with more Rosewater. Theoretically, the finale of this game, but I don't know if that's actually gonna be true. But that's gonna do it for me tonight. So as always, thank you of course for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, be kind, try your best out there, stay fresh, cheese bags. Good night, and no ads for us.